Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So, how are you today? Thank you guys for joining. How are you today? How is everything going in your area? Friday night football club is here. Thank you, my brother. Segodi. Thank you. I have a lot of South African friends now. In the comment section, good people, honestly, good people. Some people abuse me there too, but good people generally. I really actually want to enjoy your engagement. The last video, very good, did so well. I won't have to be honest with you. You did so the last video did so well. So thank you for your love. Thank you always trying to show your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Guys. Like the video, share the video. Let's start quickly so that we won't take too much time today. So there's so many things to discuss today. So I don't want us to take too much time. Just like the video as you join and like the video as you join me so that we can both enjoy it together. So I like to start from the home front as usual. Guys, like the video. I know that some people normally join us late, but there's no problem about that. So even if you cannot watch it live, there is still you can watch it later. So yes. So let's start. Okay, I appreciate you. So there's guys, like the video, and also there's super chat there too. If you think that you like us and you want to support us, more than just liking the video. So super chat there too. If it's ₦1, 50 naira, if it's £1, if it's £3, you can also support us with it. We will not reject anything. So if you want to have a question to ask me and you want me to show your comment and discuss your comments, you can also put a super chat there so I can be able to talk about your comments. So yeah, let's start. So guys, I like to start from the home front. I normally say this popular thing that charity money begins at home. So I like to start from the home front. No matter how good or bad the home is, you have to start from home. You have to start from somewhere. So let me start on the home front. The NPFL, the league timetable is out. So if you're a big NPFL fans, just try and check your team's Instagram or social media page. You will see their list there. So this is from Kano players now. They play Abia Warriors away from home, but unfortunately, Abia Warriors they put to be confirmed there because Abia Warriors does not have any stadium. Abia Warriors play in the continent; they don't have any stadium. So and also you can see that. So these are just features for Kano players. So MPFL starts very soon. So if you have a big MPFL fans, 24th of August. So list your features just coming out now. If you're a big MPF fan, just stand support the team. So MPFL is out starting on August 24. I hope that they will not actually postpone it again. That is that on the MPFL. So the under 17 are preparing currently in Abuja now in the Go Project Abuja, preparing for the WAFU under 17 qualifiers that will take place in the Kenya and Abeokuta next month. So the two teams that qualifies, that the best two teams from these tournaments will represent West African B. in the what's it called, in African under 17 championship that will take place next year. Last time around, Nigeria finished third, so we didn't represent West African B. So, but this time around, we have chance to rewrite history and see maybe probably we can actually qualify, and represent Nigeria at the under 17 African Championship. See, for me, if you win this tournament, automatically you are going to the World Cup. I hope this time around they qualify. The team is preparing very well in Abuja. I hope that luck smiles on them this time around. I'm hearing that this team is better than the last team that played the qualifiers in Ghana. But they're also playing at home. They're playing in Remo Stadium and also Abeokuta. I hope the fans can come out and support them, and so that they can see qualify this time around. We need to clear the final before before we can qualify for the African Under 17 Championship. So the winner and the second runner up, we actually we qualify. So yeah, so let's move on from the under 17 quickly. So under 22, so the coach already sent out the list of invited players for the FIFA under 20 World Cup that will take place in Chile next month too. And there have been a lot of discussions about the list. I've been hearing players invited, players not invited, but say that Parubu Ariri top the foreign pros that will be invited, that is invited for that camp. So, and we also have some home-based players already in camp, preparing. Then the foreign base, we actually will join them later. So part of the foreign based players invited is called Azuzu. Aziz Azuzu plays for River Plate in Argentina. So he played for the reserve team of River Plate in Argentina. He's Argentine Nigerian. So I don't think this guy have any option not to play for Nigeria because I've never seen a black Argentine. I don't know, maybe you have seen one. I don't think I've ever seen a black Argentine before. Reason why there's no black Argentine, I think that is a story for another day. But I don't think this guy have like any option than to represent Nigeria at the big stage. So for me, he's been invited for the under 20 camp. He did deserve it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I have to be honest with you. I don't think so. But let's see exactly what the boy can do in camp. And I wish the boy the very best of luck. I'm also hearing that Umar Abubakar of Flamacao in Portugal was invited. A lot of players. The second player from Man City was invited. In my opinion, we don't have any player in Man City. The player went on trials in Man City, and they said that he's from Man City. That is what they do in racketing. So I just hope that the invitation is genuine and is properly actually the players are properly actually scouted, because we can't just afford to go and misbehave in Chan and also misbehave again in this under 20 championship. So thank you. I did that. Your Oluwafemi. Okay, this is like the first time I'm going to see this name here. This is Femi now. It's not Femi. This is not Femi. This is Okoyawo now. I think okay. I will check later. I think this is Femi. Looks like Femi. So that is that on the under 20. But another thing is that Coach Ali Zubeiru will rely solely on the NPFL. He will rely solely on the NPFL. Do you think that the NPFL can produce the best? Based on what we experienced during the CHAN tournament, can you trust talents from the NPFL? Do you think that they can get players that can perform well at the world stage from this team? Well, I think actually what the time will tell. Time will tell. For me, I think the best we should do is let us be humble. I don't know. When you guys come, you can come and discuss that one later. Let us be humble. If you see a foreign-born player for under 17, invite the player. Invite the player. If he's good, invite the player. Invite the player. Invite the player. If he's good enough, invite the player. If it's good enough, invite the player. There's no shame in this. Our football is already bad. We need to arrange ourselves, honestly. So I wish. Ivory. Oh, you're not feeling too great today. Oh, I wish you a quick recovery. Then I don't know what is wrong, maybe emotionally, but take care of yourself, Ivory. Ivory, we don't care. So I don't know about. Obviously, Ivory, we care about you. Ivory, we care about you. Don't mind John Jones. We care about you, Ivory. We care about you. You are a big member of the family. We care about you. So that is that. For me, I just think that when you are Nigerian, you are Nigerian. No matter how where you come from. If you see a diaspora born player good enough to make this on 20 team, why not? That's 17. Why not? Why not? Someone is 8-1 area, playing for Arsenal at the age of 16. So if a player is good enough, why not? So now let's move on. The Chan actually fall out quickly, because I know that a lot of people we want to talk about the Chan as we actually move on. Let's talk about the Chan, but let me just remind you quickly about the under 20 FIFA World Cup. So in Group A is Chile, New Zealand, Japan, and Egypt. Egypt is one of the African representative. In Group B, you have Korea Republic, Ukraine, Paraguay, Panama. In Group C, you have Brazil, Mexico, Morocco. That's a very tough group. Brazil, Mexico, Morocco. Mexico is very strong in under 20. So in Group D, you have Italy, Australia, Cuba, and Argentina. In Group E, you have USA, New Caledonia, and France and South Africa. In Group F, we have Colombia, Saudi Arabia, Norway, and Nigeria. So for me, the group of Nigeria, Colombia, Saudi Arabia, and Nigeria. In that group, there's two countries there that normally use over age. So two of them will tackle each other. For me, it's not going to be a very easy group, but I still think Nigeria to actually qualify from this group. I think the first two teams to qualify, and also the best third place team will also want to progress in this group. It's going to start, I think, probably in like a few weeks' time. So, guys, just you can also support, if you're in Chile, support our team. We'll be watching from here in the UK. So that is that. Let's just move on to, I think I see any story on under 20, not to Chan. So the fallout from Chan, I've been hearing different complaints, but interview coming from the assistant coach of the team, Daniel Ogumaya. They said that many people are expecting me to say negative things about head coach Eric Shell, because I'm no longer in charge of the team and we are not doing well at this Chan 2024. I would never do that. I'm his assistant and I accepted to do this job. I stand with him and I sink with him. And that is what Lighting of Finance is all about. For me, if you have been following all these Twitter spaces about, the coaches are not happy, I'm happy that he came out with this statement, because let me tell you something. You guys will know that in the past, we've seen Nigerian coaches that normally threw their foreign head under the bus. Look at Fidel George. Fidel George openly criticized Jose Pesero. Fidel George openly criticized Jose Pesero. Ballon d'Or nominee criticized Randy Wardrobe. Ballon d'Or nominee. And there's one guy too. There's one guy that was part of the Women's World Cup. He used to be the guy who works in America. I forgot his name. He works in America. I forgot his name. He works in America. He used to work with one of the states, he's a tech guy. He was part of the team that went to World Cup in 2022 or 2023 World Cup. Yeah, I forgot his name actually. I'm going to try and remember. So he also fell out with his foreign head. So we used to see assistants trying to, trying to throw their managers under the bus. I'm happy that Ogumade is saying this thing. Is he saying this for the camera? I don't know. Is he saying something different to his close ally than what he's saying here? I don't know. Because, people very close to him have been saying that he doesn't have a say in this team. It's Eric Shell that is doing this thing. Eric Shell will be speaking French with his assistants. Ogumade and Ilishiku will not hear what they are talking about. They'll be talking in French and everything. I've been hearing the rumor of that. Who is telling them that Eric Shell is talking in French? Okay, Terry, thank you, Terry, thank you, Terry, thank you, Ben. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Who is telling those guys that Eric Shell will be talking in French when he has something important to say, and we're talking with his other assistants in French? Who is telling those people? Are they there in camp with them? Well, I think time will tell. But for me, based on what he's saying here, I like him and I support him. And I think that it's a big mistake that he gave the job to Eric Shell. I think that Eric Shell have rejected that job. I think Eguavo should be the person that will handle the job, Eguavo. But I just hope that things work out well in future engagements. So I'm happy for him to say all these things. And let's be honest ourselves. I told you on Tuesday, on Wednesday when I came live, that the final 24 players, Eric Shell selected those players. But the initial players that was invited, were actually by Ogumade and Ileshiku. So that is that. I just think that Eric Shell did not scout the league enough, and it's hard too for you to scout the league. Traveling from league centers to the other in Nigeria is very difficult. It's very difficult. So for him to even travel around slightly and see some players, happy he did that. But I just think that the NFF made a mistake. I think they will look for, okay, let's encourage Ileshiku and Ogumade. And I want to advise the NFF now. The next under 23 job, they should give it to Ileshiku and Ogumade. They should invite it to you. Speak to what? They should put it to. They should give Ileshiku and Ogumade, because under 23 will be made of majorly home-based players and some foreign-based players later. So I think the NFF should not give Ladamboso or should not give Salisu Yusuf again. They should give these guys. These guys will do the job, and you give them now. They should give them now. These guys will do a better job. So that's actually my take on that, because yeah. So you guys will still have to talk about more about it. What's your take about the CHAN tournament? What do you think will actually work? And secondly, too, maybe probably the next CHAN, I think Nigeria should look for a way to send their under 23 players to CHAN, not 42-year-old player playing for Nigeria in the CHAN tournament. I think Nigeria should look for a way to send their under 23 there. So at least we know that we are building to the future. We are building for the future. It's not as if we going to just use all these guys, and at the end of the day, the whole thing would just be a waste of time again. For me, this CHAN 2024 is just like a waste of time. It's a big waste of time. So that is that's on the CHAN tournament. So you can talk about that one too later. So this was like I'm talking about that Nigerian players cannot actually understand what tactics, and it's very difficult for you to actually explain to them. So for me, I think there should also be classroom-based analysis too. All these clubs, they should have like a classroom, talk them through tactics. They should take English and mathematics courses. For me, I don't know if you're in the UK here, those in academy, they ask them to score grade 5 in maths and English. because they have to teach them all these things. So I think the NFF too, you should not bring illiterate to come and play football again. They don't understand tactics, basic things. You should be able to understand it. At least that if it's to for them to do WAEC and NECO, at least not from WAEC and NECO, not from Miracle Center. So I'm talking about proper WAEC and NECO. They should be literate in that. Just know something. Because at the end of the day, if you're talking about they don't understand tactics, the same thing Eric Shell fails similar problems too, that they don't understand tactics. It's a big problem. So this was the last CHAN team that played for Nigeria, and they were in the final. You can see them. Out of all these players now, how many of them were successful? Just check them very well. So we have to redefine this thing. The purpose of this tournament. What do you think this tournament can do for us? Out of all of them, they went to the final. They lost against Morocco 4-0. Out of all of them, how many of them had good careers? How many of them? Check them. How many of them had good, maybe reasonable career? Just a reasonable career. How many of them played very well for Super Eagles? How many of them? How many of them played in the top 10 European leagues? How many of them? I mentioned these things before. You guys think I'm joking. How many of them? Do you think that it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Out of 24 players, 0. Eguavon, okay, he said Ezenwa. Ezenwa did not even play abroad. Where did Ezenwa? Ezenwa played in, was shortly Ifeanyi and Yimba was shortly in those areas. And Ezenwa, I don't see Ezenwa a successful career. I don't see that. How many of them? 1. No one. 0 out of 24. 0%. So why you are getting data like that, certificates like, as in what's it called, stats like that, that means that something is wrong. Something is wrong. How many of them play top 10 European leagues? Or how many of them was close to making Super Eagles, like proper starting 11 Super Eagles? How many of them? Outfit players. How many of them? Check them very well. How many of them? None. Just to tell you that we need to redefine the CHAN tournament. CHAN team's good performance currently as good as their country league games. Yes. Yeah, you have to redefine it. Honestly, we need state of emergency in our football. And is the earlier we do it, the better. So, I was talking about talents. And guys, you'll come and debate me today. At least, this is a player scouted from Senegal. Liverpool took this boy at the age of what? 15. They want this boy to stay with them for 3 years. When he's now 18, they will give him a contract. I'm telling you. Go and give me the evidence that there's a talent somewhere in Nigeria and it's following the same route too. It used to be like this before in the past, but unfortunately, I don't think we have the talents again. So that is that's on. So and so that is that. We just move on to the next part. We're talking about women football now. Talking about. Guys, don't only leave the like button. Guys, not only hit the like button, also click on that dollar sign too. And let us feel you. Let us feel you. So going to women's football now. Boso is the head of coaching, is the head of coach. So Boso will keep on getting jobs. So he's the head of coaching. So let's look at so this came out today that yet to receive 100,000 US dollars, naira equivalent promised by the president. So for me, uh, the is it too fast? Is it too early to ask for the money? I think if it's a federal government money, I think it might probably take longer time. They have to go through the accountant general and few body like that to actually what's it called? To I think it is probably too early, to ask for this money. I don't think he asked for that money. They just ask her that, okay, have you got this money? So I said no. They have to see, I think there's still going to be some few things to actually what to do before they actually would ask them. And in fact, this thing did not go that well with some people. Ibrahim Gusso said that that is not good, that they paid them the allowances already before the final. That was what Ibrahim Gusso said. And also Bukola Lopade too. So it also came out, that is the DG of the Nigerian Sport Commission, that they paid all the allowances in camp before the final. So who is now lying? He talked about the bonuses and also who is now lying? Who is now what? is they should give us the evidence, the government, the evidence that they have paid all the allowances. He said maybe probably except 2 players or so that is having issues with payment of what of the allowances. That was what Bukola Badi actually said today on Arise TV. And also, I saw comments of what's it called, Ibrahim Guzo, but I didn't see that one. I didn't. I saw the comments, but I didn't see a proper interview from Ibrahim Guzo. So he didn't. She didn't stop at that. She went further to say that. So this is. I'm just going to bring this one actually up like that. That I played for FC Robo Queens in Nigerian league for 10 years without getting paid. I was washing the toilet and okay, that's that for 10 years. So this comment now came that she left at 17. She started playing for Sudo at 7. So can a 7-year-old play in Nigerian WFL? I started playing in the Nigerian league. I played Nigerian league for 10 years. That means I started playing at the age of 7. Can 7-year-old play? I don't know about. I know that immense football. I don't think a 7-year-old can play. So this was a comment from a Twitter. This thing. He said that can a 7-year-old play? In the Nigerian league, is there something not adding up? Is that even if at 7, are you entitled to collect salary at 7? I don't think so. I think in the UK, they might give them is this scholarship? Yes, scholarship, but Nigeria, there's no system now. So, I don't know how all this actually works. So this one, I'm slightly confused. When you join, let me know about that. So that, that she started playing at first at 7, she left at 17, 7-year-old, this is, I don't know about this one at all. I don't know about this one at all. Yes, it's a system. I know. So I just think that some of the things did not add up. Maybe she meant she joined FC Robo at 7 because you can join at 7. She's 25 years. She can join at 7, which is fine because I've seen clubs that you join at 7, 8 in the UK here and you go be there for so many years. But when you say you have been playing the league for 10 years, it makes, or is it from the age of 10? She's trying to say, is it from the age of 10? Or for, this it's a lot of things actually what she needs to actually what address on this. But I hope that she can actually what address this one. And because people have been engaging her badly on Twitter and about these comments, even comments made about the money too, that actually what been engaging her. So no, I don't know about that. People have been engaging. I hope she just come out and clarify some of these things. So, but there's also a news about her that is not really controversial. We're hearing that she's close to joining Paris Saint-Germain in France. So yeah, that is big. That is a big move for her. You guys know that she left towards Atletico Madrid Family last season. Now she's going to play. She's probably going to play in the PSG. So that's what we're actually what airing. The news is from soccernet.com. I also hear some few sources too saying that she's going to PSG. We wish her very best of luck. If the to materialize, she'll be teaming up with Jennifer Ejegini. That's going to be the fantastic duo of Falcons playing together in the same team. I think they'll be competing too in the UEFA Champions League. So I wish her the very best of luck on that. So guys, engage. Let's know your thoughts. On the topics I'll be discussing today. So that is that on that. So I will not take your comments if it's not accompanied by super chat. So if you have any question you want to say, so mhm. So that is it. I just think that some of these things are taken for granted. Like people have been bashing her. I just think that she can also come and clarify some of these things so that at the end of the day, she because she's I don't think no, PSG have not announced that, so I don't just want this thing to cause unnecessary distraction. She's our best player, and she's widely tipped to be the next African player of the year. So, and very good AFCON performance. We think that she's okay. A very close ally of I just replied that I'm just saying that because of what they have been saying in the media and everything. So that's just what I'm trying to say. That because in all these things now, bad PR, good PR, it goes a long way. Thank you again, another regular contributor. Correct to God. Thank you for showing your support. So guys, keep the super chat coming, and yeah. So let's move on. So fantastic player. We like her so much. It's just that we don't want all this. Some people are they hate her a lot. So any news that comes out like that, the way they actually put it out. For me, I don't think that the sporting director of 3SC will come out with that type of tweet. Just think that you should know that his job come with more majority now. There's so many things that she should be able to put her mouth. So that is it. Even it's not even about this guy. Brilla FM today, or yesterday, they discussed about this issue. With due respect, to discuss about this issue. This Brilla FM, it was like a 1 hour program about how can a 7-year-old play and things like that. They talked about it. So it's not only you talking about this matter. So let's yes, so let's actually move on so quickly. Actually what move on actually what quickly too. So I'm going to wrap it up for you soon. So, guys, I want to appreciate you that for your support. I love the engagement on the video I did on Friday, and thank you for some few things. So, thank you for showing love. So now to the World Cup qualifiers. The World Cup qualifiers. You guys know that there is no news yet about the 3-point reduction, but I'm hearing that Amaju Pinnick have been talking to. That thank you. Also, regular contributor, thank you, Remy Ali, for always being there every Friday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your love. So, uh, yeah. So World Cup qualifier, there's been news. There's no news again about the World Cup, about the point deduction, but people have been giving FIFA pressure. See, let me just tell you something, guys. This is a big. This is why you have to have somebody in FIFA. Honestly, I know that Manju Pinnick did not perform well for Nigeria. When he was NFL president, and also FIFA council member. But I just think that a simple call to the committee that what is holding the decision. That is all. A simple call to them. What is happening? What is holding that decision? Talk now. If it's just point, so everybody can know where they are. A simple call. But we don't know where we are going now. Why is it taking? Gennett Pro was so upset. I was also hearing that the Rwandan coach too, also talking to that they should tell us now before we start our qualifiers. The Rwandan coach is talking. The only coach not talking is the coach of Lesotho, coach of Lesotho and Zimbabwe. They are the one not talking. Then I also mentioned something similar in London that the point deduction FIFA need to do it, like they need to do it. So I might be say that this team will go to the World Cup, but just believe I'm not putting it at your own risk. But let me just say it: FIFA 2 needs to actually needs to do this thing quickly, because this is on the 15th of August now. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, we'll be playing against Rwanda in Uyo. So I just think that it's necessary that these guys know exactly where they are. They know how to prepare for each game, because results too. If they know that okay, there are 3 points of South Africa, that let's just look for a way to win, and back in contention for the World Cup qualifiers. So people should know exactly where they are. We should not keep us in the dark. FIFA should actually act quickly. I don't know what is keeping them. I don't know. I hope that they're not trying to manipulate the whole situation. I trust them. I believe in them under Gianni Infantino. I think that they will do the needful, because this one is so straightforward. It's so straightforward. It is so straightforward. I don't know the reason why they are just going around. It's so straightforward. I don't know. Yes, I don't know why. I don't know, because I know that majority of South African players are from Sundance too. They want to, but I just think that they should do this thing quickly. If you are taking the point, let us know. If you are not, let us know. Give us the reason so that we know exactly where we are. So, and yeah, he's not in FIFA again. He will not be na command time for FIFA. He asked me to say, where is it? No be na command time for FIFA. He's not in FIFA again. It's not in FIFA. It's not in FIFA again. No be na command time. It's not in FIFA again. So let me just go to my countdown towards the World Cup qualifiers too. At least as we are waiting for FIFA to deduct the points, and also give any sanction necessary for South Africa. They're going to suspend the player, ban the player, any sanction they want to give. As we are waiting for that decision, let's talk about my observations about the World Cup qualifier. My observation about the World Cup qualifier. Where I think Eric Share what I think he should do and why I think that is very necessary he should do. Let me just start with the formation that Eric Shell used in probably the last World Cup qualifier. So I hope I'm right. So this is the formation that Eric Shell actually was used in the last World Cup qualifier against Zimbabwe in Uyo. And I think that this is the same team that started against Rwanda too in Kigali, if I'm not actually mistaken. You guys can correct me. So you can see exactly it's like a 4-4-2 diamond formation. So the formation is clear, it's clear. What's it called? When Nigeria is in possession, Moses Simon will give the team weight. So then the purpose is just for him to actually to cross the ball to Victor Osimhen and things like that. So this formation is very good, but I think it's limited in so many areas too. And I think that there's some things that Eric Shell will need to do well if he's to get results against Rwanda and South Africa, in next month, September. I think he needs to actually work out of this area. So the first observation actually made was that is about Samuel Chukwueze. So for me, I just think that Samuel Chukwueze need to work on his hold-up play. His hold-up play. Why would I say his hold-up play is that Samuel Chukwueze can easily lose possession in the midfield. And when you lose possession in that midfield there, that can be a big, big problem for your team. And I can tell you about that. So I'm just going to give you one quick example of that one here. So this was Samuel Chukwueze against Jamaica in the Unity Cup final. You can see him there. He's in possession, fantastic player. He dribbled like two players at once. He's moving, he's surging towards the opponent box. So now, traditionally, Samuel Chukwueze is not a midfielder. Samuel Chukwueze is a winger. So, and he's not a central midfielder. Let me just put it that way. So he didn't know what to do exactly here. What happened was that he lost possession. He lost possession straight away. He had opportunity to play Felix Agu in and cause Jamaica a lot of problem here. But what? He lost possession. And when he lost possession, that was what Jamaica used to equalize against Nigeria. They just quick turnover. It was 1-on-1, 1v1 with Ismail Sadiq. And what can you see was that they actually what they scored from this. So I don't know how he wants to correct that. You cannot really change a player of that status. But I just think that if you want to get results, if they press you highly in the midfield against South Africa, someone can lose the ball. So it's very important he takes care of that. Maybe probably there's going to be one extra midfielder covering for him, or I don't know how he wants to do that. But I just think that that is one area that Eric Shell actually needs to work on. Samuel Chukwueze might be brilliant going forward, but when he's out of possession, what's going to actually happen. So you can see, let me just show you here, and you can see everybody knew that he made a mistake, and that was kind of everybody, talking to him after that goal. He made a mistake. So for me, I think that area, Eric Shell needs to actually work on that. If he insists on using Samuel Chukwueze in that midfield role, I think he needs to make sure that he gets extra instruction. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. So, Moses Simon, finishing on Moses Simon. So let me tell you something. People, I saw, I was in this Twitter space where one guy, call it Mike, I don't know. It was abusing Eric Shell that we didn't beat Zimbabwe. We lost. We drew against Zimbabwe. In fact, in that game against Zimbabwe, would have been like 4-0 in the first half, 5-0 3-0 in the first half, up if we had better players in good position. For example, now the position that Samuel Moses played for Nigeria, it was one boy they called Nini. The boy played for Salzburg that was playing that position for Mali. They call that boy Nene. That boy is very dangerous. His shots are brilliant, and the curve on his balls are actually fantastic. But Simon plays this role, and Simon is so important to this formation that if he's a little bit more clinical with his boss, and will be winning games with wide margins, because he will keep on getting the balls to him, but he's not really doing enough with that ball. It might be due to his ability. It might be due to, I don't know, but I just think that his finishing is not there. Final ball getting better, but finishing not there. So this was, against Zimbabwe. If you look at the formation, immediately Nigeria head onto the ball. Simon will give width. That was what happened here. Can you see? As early as second minute, Simon is the one running there, trying to give what? Alex Iwobi width on the ball straight away. So everybody knows their position. Simon is the one running between the right midfielder and the right back, just to give them the width. So give them the width. But if he's a good player, I think he's a good player actually. If he's like more dangerous, it would have caused a lot of problem, than what he actually was. You can see Simon here. This is what Eric Scher likes to create. This is what Eric Scher likes to do. So can you see? Simon now got the ball finally. He's now 1v1 with the right back. So if he's a guy that's, good at dribbling and everything, he's good at dribbling actually, but he's good at dribbling actually. So I want to just show you one few things. He's good at dribbling actually, but I just think that okay, this was Samuel Chukwu's opportunity I actually missed. So I just think that I want to show you one area. I think that it should have actually done better, but yes, okay. I'm just so one thing basically is that when it gets to those positions, there's one thing that I observe on a regular basis is that look at this position now. You can see this position here now. I know that I said this thing before. We talked about because it's ability. But for me, if it's a Premier League winger, this position, you should be testing the goalkeeper. Honestly, for me, you can see that gap. This position, you should be testing the goalkeeper. Honestly, because it kept on getting to this situation. This position, it should be testing the goalkeeper. So, but if it's not like this, it's difficult. It's difficult, if it's a little bit more dangerous, than this, Nigeria will be winning games, because this type of season will occur against Africa. But can it finish? I don't know. You don't need to cross this ball here. Take the ball yourself. If you want to dribble that guy or you want to go, take it. When he's not Mbappe. Take it yourself. So, boys, I've said this thing before, but we have talked about that it might actually be based on his ability. Sorry, guys. Just want to show you one situation again that I think one situation again, and I think I think he had a chance to. It's not only once. If you have watched the game very well, so okay, this was the opportunity. Maybe I didn't capture that. So this opportunity, Ademola Lookman too passed to him, and can you see it passed to him? You can see there, the left arrow there is to Moses Simon. It passed to him, but the shot was not good. There was not enough curl in that shot. He didn't curve the ball very well. No power. He didn't curve it very well. And because there was no power, he didn't curve it very well. It was very easy save for the Rwandan goalkeeper. So, if you want to win big games, when you see opportunities like this, it's not coaching. People have battered Eric Scher. Hi. It's not. Some of these things are just, just individual. Just do it. Opportunities like this, still, He missed this ball though. I'm like you, he missed it. The goalkeeper stretched and captured the goal and caught the ball. So that's my second point. Eric Shell, please. Simon Moses finishing. Talk to him about it too. Take him through it too. Or else it will cost you your job. I'm saying that. First, look, Sikwezi. Second was Simon. Third one is Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen needs help. See, I love Victor Osimhen so much, and people are criticizing that. Oh, I don't talk about the negatives of Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is a good servant of Nigeria, and he will continue to be that. See, no matter how good Victor Osimhen is, he's also limited in some areas. One, when we talk about this Simon, I don't know how it works, but if we talk about this Simon trying to create width, Simon trying to create width here too. Victor Osimhen is going to that box and is expecting Simon to cross the ball. Can Victor Osimhen add more to his game than expecting that cross? Can Victor Osimhen add more to his game than expecting that cross? We used to have this striker before, Yakubu Ayegbeni. Despite how bad you might criticize Yakubu Ayegbeni, what he might do basically is that he likes to bring people. His hold up play is very good. His hold up play is very good. He'll try and invite people, bring people to play and everything. His hold up play is very good. I also think that Victor can Victor do 1-2 in the edge of the box? I also think that Victor can help the team in different areas too, just like the team too can also help what the team too can also help Victor, in my opinion. Because if you are passing the ball to Simon here, and Simon is crossing the ball, so Simon is crossing the ball, he's going to actually what be this thing. So for me, I also think that I don't know, but you cannot fault a man that has been so instrumental to Nigeria World Cup qualification. He only played 2 games, 3 games in 2 games, 3 goals in 2 games. Fantastic player. Maybe other players need to actually upgrade themselves and play better. To make sure Victor works well. But for me, I just think that because the team tends to cross more when Victor is playing. For example, now if you watch the game against Jamaica against Ghana, there's less crosses because it's Desas and Simon in there. There's less crosses there, but when Victor is playing, there tend to be more crosses from the boys. When Victor is actually playing. Okay, I hope that the Victor can be more useful than what he's doing currently. For the team. You can use him more. He's got the ability. You can use him more. So Victor, fantastic player, and I appreciate him for it's good work. I just think that the players need to help him more. I mean, probably he can also contribute more to the team too, but he's doing very well currently. So, and I looked at this area too. It will be an Chukwueze. I just think that if the two of them cannot press the ball well, it's going very hard for Nigeria. I have to be honest with you about that. I don't know, maybe I have a clip against Zimbabwe here. If Chukwueze is not really good defensively, so it's good going forward, but I just think that if somebody cannot press well, in what he wants to do against South Africa, I think it's going to be a very, very big problem for Nigeria. So I think I have a clip here. Maybe I think I have one here. So can you see? Look at this clip here now. You can see that that's Samuel Chukwueze. there. That is, can you see? They are not putting pressure on the ball. I told you about this thing last week that we need to be more aggressive. So if you don't put pressure on the ball against Zimbabwe, against Africa, they will punish you. They will punish you. So this lack of pressing, that's in the D. In the D is there. That is in the D. And Osai somewhere, Chukwueze lost his marker too. And at the end of the day, I told you about this thing last week. If you don't put pressure on the ball, you're gonna be in trouble. So this is that's like a recipe for disaster. And this is similar example against Zimbabwe. This is the first half. We're not putting pressure on the ball. First half already exposed. So if you do this against Africa, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. You are in trouble. Against Rwanda, you might get away with it. But against Africa, you're going to be in trouble. Can you see? This is Chukwueze. They are not pressing the ball at all. You can see? That guy was having a field day in that midfield. Nobody can close. So now he can pick the ball and pass the ball. Because Iwobi is not pressing. Chukwueze not pressing. Lukman not pressing. So this lack of press might be one of the greatest problem Eric Shell will actually have to face in this next window. Because I don't know, people talking about it will be pressing a lot, but sometimes evidence suggests that it can also lose concentration. So you can see already exposed, midfield exposed. So maybe you are trying to consider Frank Onyeka instead of these guys. So because we can't just, if we use these guys, we concede goals. And it's not sure that we score goal. So that's another big example, against Zimbabwe. I talked about the pressing one. So yeah. So that is actually what that. So yes, Usheka, thank you, Adiola. Adiola 66. Usheka can hold up the play, Onyeka can press. Thank you. Let me take super chat from Charles Smith. Has Gusto said anything about concerning Shan? No, not yet. Not yet. He will not say anything concerning Shan, not yet. Because Shan has been a disaster. He will not say anything now concerning Shan. I'll be looking for his interviews now. He has been going on live video, doing political work in Gusto. He's not talking about Nigerian football for now because currently, let's go get the bashing, now. So finally, too, the formation itself. Sharing to be flexible to this formation. And despite that, he likes to score goals. Yes. Thank you, good striker. Maybe he likes to score goals, but I can tell you that some of these guys, Chukwueze and Iwobi is my problem in this team. Chukwueze and Iwobi. I know that I just hope and pray that he gets this thing actually right. Because is if you are not present, Africa will punish you actually. So guys, I like to be spot on. So 1 hour 2 minutes at least. I spend 1 hour 2 minutes discussing my thought. I'm gonna actually send the link in the chat box. So about the topic of led today, discussed today, let me know if you have any comments on this thing. So I'll have put, because I talked about Chukwueze and Iwobi. The two of them did not play against Russia. I didn't have the clip with me of the Russian game, but I would have looked for, when I didn't have the clip yet. I would have looked for when they used Bashiru and Dele Bashiru and Ushe. They did better when they were pressing the ball than the two of them. Though they didn't hover much going forward, though, but they did better than Alex Iwobi and Samuel Chukwueze. So, yeah. So I have two people waiting. I'm going to bring the two so that I can do it too. So I have Ladi Lado. waiting, and also it has been jumping from one party to the other, but one thing or the other is back with us today. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, good evening, family.
Yeah. So see, I know that I don't know if you follow the guy that has been dragging your your player on Twitter. He's been saying so anything.
Which guy is
Uh,
that?
no, the guy put his tweet on. I had to like send you some few things on, but it doesn't matter. Just say you might even be working. It doesn't matter. So let me just leave it. But let me start with IoT. You said something that just to address something quickly that there's no point discussing anything, nothing. I know that you're very close to
No,
Ajibade.
I
You
mean,
manage his brand, you
the,
manage your
the
brand. Yeah.
the thing is, the people that are commenting for the most part did not watch the full interview, which
Mm-hmm.
like this is 2025 with social media, people pick on headlines. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's not public information that Rashidat started playing for FC Robo in 2013. That's not public. Rather, that's not private information. It's public.
Mm-hmm.
She started playing for them at the age of 14. That's
Mm-hmm.
public information. Anybody can check and confirm that. But before she started playing in the league, she was already with the team since she was God knows what age.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, she did not. Her total number of years in the Nigerian league did not even reach 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been very easy for people to realize that okay, obviously she's talking about from when she was in academy all the way up until when she left.
Mm-hmm.
Because the total, if there's record of her playing in the Nigerian league before 2012, somebody can easily bring it out. She never played until 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. I'm not mad at it because her name is in the news and I'm happy about that. This is kind of something pointless that is easily verifiable, but people want to talk, so let them talk. So honestly, like that's why I said she's not going to come and address something like that. Maybe I can address it because I'm not her, but there's no way, even as somebody that advises a player, I wouldn't tell the player to come online and someone clarify who is like why does what he says matter to her.
Yeah. Because I wanted to. There was a show on it not a show on it because something just came up. It's a calling section on Villa FM.
No,
Those
but that's what I'm saying. It's because people don't watch and verify. If you see the two stories that they've been talking about her from that one interview, is I played 10 years without pay, and NFF or presidency has not paid 100,000
Mm-hmm.
because they watched two short clips that were posted on social media, and
Mm-hmm.
then they decided to run with the headline. The entire interview is about an hour long.
What about the issues of bonuses? They have cleared it.
See again. This is something that I will talk about here because I'm aware. You know that if I do an interview today, the interview is not going to come out today.
Mm-hmm.
The interview that she did with Trude,
Mm-hmm.
as of the day that she did the interview, their bonuses had not been paid.
But they tell the people before the final. That's what Olopade said today. Olopade.
Bismillah. Let's like
He said it on Arise TV.
so I don't want to say the man is lying, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know that they do when has NFF ever been diligent with paying all this thing. The reality of it is that what reason does Rashidat have to go and lie if they paid her?
Mm.
Like what reason does she have to go and say they've not paid if they've actually paid?
Mm. Mm.
The reality of it is that as of the time she did the interview, they hadn't paid. Now they've started paying.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Now they've paid. Even till today that I'm talking to you, not everybody has
The
received their
only
money.
two players have not received their bonus.
That's not true. The money is coming, is trickling in. Maybe they've gotten for two matches, they haven't got for the other match. Like is a very haphazard system. But if you maybe they will say not only two players that have not received anything, that might be true.
Okay.
But it is all the players have not received all their money. Maybe you've received 70%, another person has received 60% of their own, another person has received maybe 90% of their own. It is very scattered.
Okay.
So like I mean, it's a bit unfortunate that Lopadi, all due respect to him, went on live TV and said things that frankly are not true. Even in his comments, he said, "Oh, that he has conversations that he spoke with Rashidat, and she said that she never said anything like that." He never spoke with Rashidat. He
Okay.
never spoke with her, but he went on live TV and said he spoke with her. So
Even Ibrahim Gusso too said he made some comments. I didn't see him talking about that, but at
But at the end of the day, see, they're trying to save face. It's the way they do. It's an NFF thing. It is a government thing. It is a political thing. There's many different things that go into it. They don't want to look bad. So they're just not happy that she said what she said. But the unfortunate thing is that if you watch the interview, she wasn't even saying it from a malicious point of view. She was joking that there are people don't they divide our money for us, don't they disturb us? We never collect the money. When she even said when they pay, it will be made public. We have not received the money, so stop billing us already. That was it. But again, people pick on clickbaity headlines. People want to pick on specific things that okay, this is going to be talked about. So let's all the Insta blog, all the people that posted it, they didn't give the context of how she was speaking. It's just we've not received our money. You would think she's complaining or she's calling somebody out, but nah, but it's a very complicated internal matter, to be honest.
But before I go to that, do you think that that comment about saying that do you expect a 7 years old to be getting salary? Do you think it's malicious?
I mean, it is malicious. There's no doubt about that. I don't know what his issue is. I don't know what he's trying to derive. Maybe he's looking for the clicks, but it is unnecessarily malicious. You want to drive a conversation that is going to be harmful towards the player. But again, I don't take it seriously because one, the information is very verifiable. You can go online. Rashidat has been fairly public since she was a child in Nigeria. With everything that she was doing. So you can go online and verify her info. I don't know why he wants to do that. Maybe it's clicks, but I don't take it seriously. Like, trust me, she doesn't even know that he said it. So it's not something that she knows about.
Yeah. So I think that is busy actually. We can yeah on duty, but
yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll join, please.
Okay.
But yeah, all these things. At the end of the day, see, social media. I mean, everybody can say what they want to say. Again, for me, like I said, something like that can be verified easily. I'm happy that her name is in the news. We have exciting things that are about to be announced for her, from her new club to partnerships to endorsements. There is a lot that is coming
is it true? Is it true? This rumor?
Her life. Good. I'm not going to come online and confirm anything that has not been announced yet.
Yes.
But what I can tell you is that obviously the rumors have been flying around. PSG is definitely one of the teams that has been interested.
Why are you not like bushy that come and say, yeah,
because I have no desire to for the clout or I'm the first to say it. Because the reality of it is that if I wanted to, like, I could have come and told you what team Rashidat was joining 4 weeks ago. If I was that pressed to be the first person, but I don't care for it like that. I even spoke with her about it today. I said, your news don't do everywhere. She's just laughing, But I mean, at this point, I'm not going to say anything from my mouth, but everybody kind of already knows what is happening. But PSG were very interested. They've been trying to sign her since before the WAFCON. Brighton were trying to sign her since before the WAFCON. She had offers from the USA, offers from the Middle East. There was a lot of.
Well, why not Brighton?
Brighton flew to Morocco to go and talk to her, even to try to convince her. After they announced Chiamaka, they came, come and play with Chiamaka. It was a whole thing. But without speaking for the player, I feel like the Brighton project was not as exciting. They have ambition to win, but they were not ambitious enough for her, I think. Brighton's ambition is okay. Let's see if we can crack that top in the WSL. PSG is like, let's see if we can win the Champions League. So it's different ambition, different, and Rash is a player that in this time of her life and her career, she needs to be winning. She needs to win trophies. I think she's only won 3 trophies now in her career, 2 at Atletico, and then this WAFCON with Nigeria. She needs to win more trophies. And that's what she wants to do.
I tip that to be the next African Player of the Year. So, what do you think? You think that it's early days?
I don't work for CAF now. It's there's competition. Let's be realistic. Baba Banda nominated for the Ballon d'Or. No matter how anybody wants to say, "Oh, Zambia did not win the WAFCON," it is very good year that she had. this other girl that was nominated for the Ballon d'Or as well. Her name is skipping me right now. Chawing. Yeah, was it Chawinga?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those are, to me. Oh, I won't lie. I think those are the two front runners.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it doesn't revolve only around the national team. That's the reality. What you
Mm-hmm.
do at your club also matters. This year was not a very good year for Rashidat at club level. She
Mm-hmm.
was dealing with injuries. She missed a lot of games. Even when she was fit for many games, she was coming off the bench because she was, recovering. So at club level, it wasn't as fantastic a year as the likes of Banda had. And even Banda still played well at the WAFCON. Her country just didn't go all the way, but she also played well. So I think she will be nominated. I think she deserves to be in the team of the year. I think she deserves to be maybe in the top three.
Mm-hmm.
But to win is going to be like, I think a lot of people would have to really, really, really push for her to win it. It's the same way some people have been saying that Okoronkwo will be nominated for the player of the year. And I'm like, is Okoronkwo going to get a nomination because of 7 matches or 6 matches? Was it? Some people
Mm-hmm.
that played the entire year. It's like there's no reason why, with all due respect to Esther, I like Esther, but there's no reason why you tell me she should be nominated ahead of Christy Uchebe, who played a whole fantastic season with her club, won 3, 4 trophies. She didn't play much at the WAFCON, but again, it's 6 matches, or you had a very, very good 6 matches. So
Mm-hmm.
now you're better than me for a whole year because of 6 matches, where me, I played 30 something and I played well.
Mm.
So it depends on who the technical committee are, how they're choosing. I mean, now 6 matches we might go use collect Ballon d'Or nomination too. So it depends on the technical committee and how they are assessing things. But
Mm-hmm.
whichever way, man, I'll be glad to see Rashidat. I've been praying for her to win it. I've been praying for her to get recognition. I feel like there were years that she was unfairly assessed. Where the years that after benching this, what's the South
Atlanta.
African girl's name, Katlana, she was
Yeah.
still getting behind Katlana when she did better than her, even when they were in the same team, things like that. So it depends on the technical committee and how they go.
Yeah. But I think that a good WAFCON performance is, in the WAFCON year, I think that the best player should be having a chance in the WAFCON performance. Not like Ekong
I mean,
now.
it's tricky. Did Ekong win African Player of the Year?
He didn't win, but he was nominated.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can be nominated, but you have to, like, I think it's in my own opinion. Now, this is my personal opinion. I think if you are going to give somebody an award simply because of 6 matches over somebody that played 40 good matches, I don't see how it makes sense. If you are telling me that that's truly the award for the best player, somebody
Mhm.
like Chiamaka had a fantastic time with her club, and she also had a fantastic time with her country. So of course, Chiamaka will be up there, of course.
Yeah.
But if somebody had a bad season with club, had a good WAFCON, all of a sudden now, because of that WAFCON, they are better than me that maybe scored 30 goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's my own personal opinion. People might look
Yeah.
at it differently. Somebody said Uchebe is not in the top. But that's because, again, a lot of people don't watch the games. People look at the WAFCON and then look at goals and then say, okay, boom. But if you really, really watch the games, there's no, like, realistically, there's no way Uchebe will not be in the conversation. And that person might not be paying attention, but Uchebe was nominated for the award last time.
Mm-hmm.
So she was nominated last year.
Yeah.
This year she had a fantastic year again, just as good, if not better, than the one that she was nominated for. So
Yeah.
because she didn't play in the WAFCON, all of a sudden she's not in the conversation. So it's hard to see how people really look at these things. I'm not saying Uchebe would win, but I think top 10 she should be.
Top 10. Okay. Larry, I know that you're on duty this evening, but
Oh,
I can see. Let me just hear your thoughts about what we discussed today with you.
yeah,
Before I want
yeah,
to ask you a second question about it. Just, yes. And let me just hear from you. Anything we discussed today? Anything you want to
yeah.
contribute on?
First
Sorry,
off,
hold on. Mr. Kisley, I can see you. I can see you. I'll bring you on shortly. So, Laddie, let me hear from you.
yeah, first off, I think I agree with you. For money, federal government promised them it's not supposed to be released, say as
In the,
soon as
yeah.
fast as that. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, and again,
But sorry, let me
I
just ask. I see. Did he complain? I don't think he complained. But just said that
She
there's no
was
money.
not complaining. Again,
I
if
think
you
he said
watch
it
the
in a
interview,
point of
it,
say, when you get promised for money like that, people will be in your DM, you say, give me this, give me that. She's just saying it in that point, that aspect. That's why she's saying it. She's not saying it in a bad energy kind of way. That's the way I read the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's exactly what it was. Because in the same comment, she said, that if when is given to us, it will be made public, but we've not received it yet. But hopefully we know it to come. So it wasn't anything. She wasn't complaining, she wasn't. But if you just write oh, Ajibade says that they've not received, it sounds as if she's complaining, but she wasn't
Because
complaining.
even Olopade, the analogy for Olopade this afternoon was that if I promise my daughter something, would I give the daughter that money directly? I have to go through some due process. I was like, he didn't listen to the
That's the
interview.
thing. Very few people watched the interview. Very, very few people. Even
But
the people that
that
were
should be that clip. That's it. So,
is a clip now, and I feel like it's unfortunate. But if people like you, people like me, people like Laddie just discuss a clip, I can even understand better. But if a whole TV station or a whole radio station is going to discuss a topic, you would hope that they would have watched the whole thing now. Because even us, like sometimes they want to do our show, and maybe you bring up a topic and you say, "Oh, let's talk about this." What I
yeah,
always say, I'll ask
everything,
you, yeah, I'll ask you,
everything.
like, I
And you
beg,
send all
send me
the
the link.
materials to
Yes,
him.
send me the link. Let me go and read up the whole
Read
thing. Let me go and
it.
watch the whole thing so that I have full context of what I'm talking, not just a 30-second clip. And I would now do a whole show based on one 30-second clip from a,
The issue
so,
that if you see the way people are abusing her in that breeder, I was like, they call it issue. But let me just continue so I won't just stop you.
Yeah, and then also, I agree with Ayoti. I'm not there, but I know definitely as at when she made that interview, they've not given them. I know. I know it's just damage control. They would have run to say, okay, let's quickly sort this out. Let's quickly sort that out. She doesn't have reasons to lie. It's not because she's a Jesus baby, but I mean, why would she come out to say they've not paid them their bonuses when they've paid them? The truth is, they did not pay them as at when she was making the interview. It's just so apparent. So all these people, like I used to say, these things are just the reflection of what is happening at the top. If you look at it, okay, let's ask ourselves, what is Gusa or whatever his name is, what is he doing as NFF president? What is he doing? He doesn't have business as our NFF president. We have very intellectual people high up there, but no, it shouldn't be Gusau. If Gusau lives there now, you're going to see another Mongo Park that is not
He's
we
doing
don't
shooting
know.
style in Zamfara. Shooting style too. That's what he's doing live
See,
video.
let's be honest with ourselves. At this point, just like we used to wish previous president is our president, at this point, I'll prefer Dab and Amaju because he's not even building brand. Let's say Amaju is in a way building Nigerian brand because
Yes.
one way or the other,
At
we just
least
put Nigeria out
Amadi will
there.
still come online, will still come and say controversial thing that
Amaju was
Yeah,
Amaju was
Amaju
Amaju
cannot be
was
president.
president, marketing manager, PR manager,
everything. He
everything.
was
Yeah,
even a coach.
He was even assistant
he
coach.
just has his
Yes,
way with
because
this PR thing, effortlessly. It's just, let's say he farms these people, but he does it effortlessly. It just, if Amaju is the president now, by now we already know our fate with deductions. We already know this, we already know that. Yeah, it's already on the TV. Say, don't worry, I'll sort it. It just, giving us all those kind of confidence. But this man that is there now, it just looks like this Edo governor that is just there for status. It's not. I don't understand how that kind of person. So that's why I say all these things is just reflection of our general country leader. Because, yeah, let me just not go deep into that. But for Osimhen, when you were talking about Osimhen, you were talking like someone that they put gun in his head to say, oh yeah, say negative thing about Osimhen. Because you didn't say what I was expecting you to say. You were all the things you said, they are not for Osimhen. You said you will BRU knows that
no,
Osimhen.
they put me God to say something bad. I'm just joking. It's
I
just
know,
like
I know, I know.
I
And what I
I
was
don't want
expecting
to
you to
fault
say
him.
is that, what I
Mhm.
was expecting you to say, because that's Zimbabwe match. sometimes Osimhen gets to, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's always too eager to, just do things,
Mhm.
then he wastes some balls.
Yeah.
So things like that I was expecting to see, not the ones you were saying. But I know you were joking, but then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
what did you say again?
Let me just
You
address
said,
that because it may matter. Is
okay,
this,
okay, okay.
so the way said something that if you know them very well, he's a very stubborn player. He came and said
Yeah,
that you should not be waiting for for crosses all the time too. That you should add something more to the team. You know what I'm trying to say basically is this: Victor is very good in the air, but there's one thing that Yakubu adds to his game: hold up play. Like be strong on that. Like attracts. When we talk hold the ball, he will want to move with the ball straight away. If you check Victor very well, when you hold the ball, yes, this Africa, if you hold the ball, Yakubu used to do that one. Yakubu and this guy, Menike, he used to do that just to drag people, like your wingers. That's what I'm trying to say. Especially it also reduce pressure. You try to take pressure off your team when you see somebody up for a actually hold the ball well. He can do it. I think that maybe probably it's due to the coach's instruction, but I just think that he can do that.
you mean Osimhen?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have that kind of body, I believe.
Yeah.
I want to
And that is
believe he
one. But I
doesn't
think
have
that
that kind of body.
he's a strong boy.
I don't think it's necessarily about the size because there's other slim, skinny strikers that are very good with hold
Yeah,
up play.
yeah.
You
I think
know, I don't think
Isiak
it's a
is
size
fine.
thing.
Yeah.
Even look at this boy. I was pleasantly surprised with him today, Hugo Ekitike. Like
Hmm.
his link up, his hold up, it did better than like me. I did not think he was that good a player, but today he looked quite well and he's inventive. And obviously, I don't think he's better than Osimhen. I'm not saying that,
I don't
but
think.
he showed that he has imagination in his game and he can do some other things rather than just put the ball in the back of the net, which was nice to see. I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then, yeah, you spoke about some other things again. I mean, I forgot. I
Yeah.
was already noting these things.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
speak about again?
No, I discussed about talent issue in Nigeria, and I said it, and I keep on maintaining it that
Yeah,
we
I
don't
wanted to.
we don't
I wanted
have.
to bring one topic for debate. I mean, I saw Elegbete's
Uh,
podcast before, just before you started.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sad is coming from Elegbete, but I don't know. He made a tweet
Wait till I
and
like
he
better
now
talk again.
No, he said that there is this only alliance against Nigerian players.
Nigerian players.
Yes.
I don't understand.
I don't think there is some. I think just trying to for if you look at that IoT,
Is he saying like in Europe?
yeah, Europe say that
Yes,
this
yes.
only alliance against Nigerian players, that the reason that they are not signing Nigerian players because
Yeah, yeah.
you already said something that okay, they don't want to sign player if you don't say that you're not going to go to the AFCON. But how come Umbremo Kudus sign?
Yeah,
How come they sign? So I think it's just trying to make mouth. For me, see, Atletico Madrid came for Lukman. Real for Lukman. Uh, what's it called? Inter Milan came for Lukman. It's not as if clubs did not come for Lukman. So don't
Even
say
this
that.
Osimhen we are shouting. You see, it's not totally Osimhen's fault. He ended up in Galatasaray. His
Hmm.
club didn't want him to play in Italy.
Yeah,
Every any good player, any
yeah.
club would not want them to play in the same
Go to
league with him.
yeah.
So
So
it's not about his attitude. That's why he's not in another good club in Serie A. It's
mhm,
because they don't want him there. And then
yeah,
another club that wanted him, they could not. They don't want to pay. They feel like it's a risk to pay for an African player
yeah.
to yeah, a player that is going for AFCON, anyways, let me put it that way, not African
Hmm.
player. Player that
Yeah.
is going for AFCON, they don't want to pay that much. I believe the only thing there, the main clause there is the AFCON. It's not about
Yeah.
his
Why
attitude
why
or
is
his.
Man U going all the way for Baleba?
it's a
Why?
gap that they need to plug.
Eh?
No, I said it's a gap that they need to plug. I think it's really just a case of what the club needs the most, and the amount of risk, because in any
Yeah,
business, when you're making
the
a
amount of
decision, you
risk is
you assess
the
it. United will probably look at it. Okay, Baleba is a good midfielder. We want him to come and play maybe beside Bruno Fernandes. But they also look at it that, okay, if Baleba leaves for a month, we can manage that 1 month with Casemiro, or with Kobe Meno or whoever else that they have in their team. They might look at it and say, okay, fair enough. But if our top goal scorer leaves us for a month, it will be more of, they are going to miss maybe 5, and it's that December period that is the busiest in Premier League. So you maybe miss like 5 to 8, 10 matches. So they will look at that and
considering
say,
the money they are paying him.
yeah, and they'll say, oh, more for him to miss 10 matches is going to be more, it's going to be harder on us. And
Yeah.
then
The
they'll say,
potential injury risk.
Yeah.
so it really depends. It really depends.
I see. Just to address this question, is 100K enough to buy you?
No, now, Hybrid, I don't know why you want to underprice me like that. If you want to buy me, first of all, you have to start with money that I cannot make by myself in a year. I am not claiming to be rich here, but I make more than 100,000 in a year. So if you want to buy me, you have to start from, let's get into the 500s. Let's get into the millies. I'm not. That's where you can even tempt me small.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know he's joking. So like, let me even say something here. Regarding this, me going back to the Super Falcons and Rashida, this thing. Why are they not coming out to debunk that Super Falcons players are not missing their luggage? Because I don't know if you saw that, but some Super
Yeah.
Falcons players have still not received their luggage from Morocco.
Wow.
Since they came back from Morocco, some players have still not received their luggage. Some of them have already gone back to their clubs, everything. They don't have luggage. Why didn't they come out and say that one too is a lie? But it's money matter that they want to come and be defending and be saving face.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say is
yeah.
the main Super Eagles, not Team B, all those ones. The main Super Eagles that we all know that and love.
Yeah.
They should just let that one be the only association in Nigeria that selects their staffs on merit. When I say staff, they are players that are going to play for us for the World Cup qualifier. Because obviously, there's never any position in Nigeria that is selected on merit. That next match should just be selected because I know for a fact that they will want to interrupt with it. Maybe in the next few days now they will release list because I mean by now we're supposed to have list because in the,
I think they have sent that
almost
everything now.
almost maybe 6 7 days from now or 10 days from now they will be in camp.
No,
So
in camp open August 31.
August 31, and we have match on the 3rd.
On the 6th.
Okay,
On
yeah,
the
yeah,
6th.
yeah, that makes sense then. But yeah, they should just select the best legs. I mean,
Yeah.
people like that guy, that German guy, Agu,
Yeah.
that guy looks like a future prospect for us.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm at this point, I'm already scared. I don't think that World Cup is sure again because they already toyed with our brain too much, and
Now that
that's
is that South Africa deduction that we've been counting on since
Jeez.
they should deduct the point. Let us know what's happening.
yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem
Just
like reality anymore, and it's really sad. Yeah, it's really
so
sad.
before I have some people having to bring you on, let me just ask you the 5 questions. Okay, otherwise I just agree with you or the point you're trying to make that content is everything. But I think you're seeking that person now. If you want to take things out on social media, you know where to pick from. You know the ones to pick. You can take better and say now. Oh, it doesn't that's it now. Every time we made a lot of money on it because the one who talks say big go bribe, but 99 are in trouble. That was a lot of people take that out of context. So that
But again,
area.
like I said, for me, like I don't expect much from Instablog Niger. I don't expect much from Tunde Ednots, those blogs, those kind of things. Who I expect more from is Arise TV or TVC or Brilla FM.
Real FM.
Yeah, like to me, those are professional or are supposed to be professional organizations. It's not just a social media blog. Social Insta blog does not care. They post anything every day just for views and for audience. But like if
Yeah.
Arise is going to discuss something, I would hope that at least the person would have gone to watch the full 1 hour and understand and say, okay, let me have a knowledgeable conversation
See,
about
let me
football.
tell you, let me tell you something. I don't know if it's right to say this on this because we don't know who people that are saying this thing. Person that is in charge of sports for Arise don't seem like someone that would go and watch 1 hour podcast.
I don't know. I
And
don't know.
yes, now, but yeah, that's why I said I don't want to say this on. I mean, the person don't seem like he's even interested in sports because there are two. There's one that looks interested. There's the other one that does not look interested. Maybe someone like IoT might suspect the person I'm talking about, but
No.
I don't want to give
Sorry,
too much
can you
tips.
elaborate more?
No,
Who
no,
is the
no,
one
no,
that
no,
does not
no,
look
no, no. Because
interested?
Arise is a big distance, so I should not be saying too
Because they are
many.
all our friends here. Oh.
Yeah, exactly,
I know what you're talking
exactly.
about.
So I should not say too much, but yeah,
I will not. I will not lie to you. I don't want to say this in here, but one guy already complained. You want to interview me? You don't know anything about me. Look
exactly.
at me.
Arise is only good on the other side of their this thing, but that sport is a
That's
no no.
positive.
Yeah,
You,
They
leave
should
you,
sport
they
for
should
Brilla
they should
FM.
they
They
should
should
stick
talk about
to
politics.
political commentary.
they Rufai.
Yeah,
So
they should.
they stick to Rufai, and Rufai you give them headline and Ruben Amati. So
As
let me
I
just
I still have Brilla FM on my app, so I listen to
so
Brilla FM in the morning. So
yeah.
I'm okay with Brilla.
Brilliant. So before I have some people. I have I just want Umbrella and Savati actually was waiting. But I want
Okay.
to ask this question. This question I want to ask you just in a few seconds, and I just want to ask two of you, and I want to ask IoT first. IoT, look at this transfer, most especially Nigerian signing. John Ogu came out to say that Victor Osimhen will be the first Nigeria £100 million player. Is it still possible?
If it
And
goes to Saudi in the next 2 years, yes.
do you think anybody coming up now can break that €100 million barrier?
Maybe my son. When when I give birth to my son and he starts playing football. As
Hmm.
of today, there's nobody that I can think of now. Who is the brightest young prospect that we have? There's nobody that I can think of right now that I'll project to cross the 100 million mark. Because the reality of it is that other than 2025 or 2024 that we've seen,
Somebody say Uche.
which Uche,
No, 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 no,
Santos.
no, no,
do
no,
you know
no.
what? Do you know how good you have to be as a defensive
Before you get
midfielder
100 million,
for them to pay? We're talking, Caicedo. Who else have they? Declan Rice. Who else?
even like I said though, as I when we bought him 100 million, is not what we
Baleba.
like that.
See, it's hard for a defensive midfielder to go for 100. It's mostly going to be strikers, obviously, the ones that put the ball in back of the net. And who is the bright, hot, new young striker that we're seeing out of Nigeria that you can project that for? There's nobody that you can really think of. So Osimhen is the only one that has a chance.
Victor would have made it, but I mean,
He did not
yeah,
go to. If he went to Al Hilal, maybe they would have paid 100. But
Yeah,
again,
see
like
the new transfers there is Victor. Next one is like to be
yeah,
petty.
because Victor Osimhen is the best player that we've seen in like the past 15 years. So for me, if it goes to Saudi in the
What
next
is
two years,
executive and living? We should stop joking with this.
in the next 2 years, if he leaves to Saudi, I think he can. I don't think a top European club will pay 100 million when they don't want to pay 75 million for him now.
and I don't think Galatasaray will release him for anything short of 70 million
So that
the next
they
two
have to
years.
make small money because they will still have to pay Napoli small. So they will have to make profit on how much they bought him for. So that's
Mm.
why I think it
So
has to
no prospect.
no, but let's also not it's not a knock on us. Very few players in the world go for 100 million. So it's not like if we cannot have 50 million players, that's when it's a bit worrisome if we cannot cross 50 million.
Who is the 50 million here now?
Who is a 50 million player
Out of these people?
out of this
For me, I
list?
think Calvin Bassey can go for 50 million. Maybe
If
probably.
Kevin Bassey,
Yeah,
the issue is that most of these players are already older now. Iwobi is already 28. Kelechi is what 28.
What
Gallo is almost retired.
I,
You know,
I see. I know that you wouldn't like.
Boniface could have gone for 50.
Let me ask you this question, Archie. You wouldn't like to answer it, but I Tang said something that Boniface, your very good friend, is not ready, and today it no kick a ball.
They didn't play today in their cup game.
It-
And it was on the bench.
What's the question now?
the question is why this year has been horrible. What do you think is the major problem? Is it that nagging injury, or is this just off the field fitness issues?
Me, I think it was a combination of injury plus Saudi. I think he injured, he struggled to come back, into the team. And then when that Saudi deal came,
Mm-hmm.
I think that Saudi deal, man, I don't know this for a fact. I've not asked him about it, but I feel like he probably already started counting his money. He said it himself that he has already gone to dash out his
Yeah.
designer clothes and
And I
everything.
think he rates himself low in a way because he said because of injury, this and that, he felt that what is he
Yeah, he
doing?
felt like,
It's
what if
just
I
close.
didn't,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
I think those two things,
Yeah.
once his head got turned by
Yeah.
Saudi,
Yeah.
Alonso kind of already knew that, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to rely on this guy because he can leave us anytime soon. So let me focus on Patrick Schick.
yeah,
That'll be there.
yeah.
And the
And then
reality of it is
panic.
that players and coaches, they look at, it's the same reason why Arokodare is on the bench to start the season for Genk. Their
Mm-hmm.
coach said it that people might want Arokodare to start, but Arokodare has had interest in leaving, and the striker that is starting, his name is O. It's like
Mm-hmm.
O is a long-term striker for the club's future, and he said that he has to build not for this season alone, but for the long-term plans of the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
So it's giving said that until that guy doesn't perform, then Arokodare might come into the lineup and play.
I did.
So they have to look at the long-term future of the club. And Boniface is not committed to Leverkusen. We've
Yeah.
seen it that if the right offer comes, he will leave. So they
Yeah.
would rather stick with Patrick Schick.
I did
And
say so. Yeah.
and
Well, yeah.
and one
Finally, yeah.
one thing I want to add finally is that I hope and pray Osimhen don't have a flop season compared to last season. The reason is I saw the game today, and then yeah, Galatasaray is somehow like say micro Real Madrid right now, where
Uh-huh.
top players are there. There's a place where Sane threw the ball away where he was supposed to pass to Osimhen, and then normally Osimhen would have not say be pissed at him, but like but he wasn't able to do that. He just tapped him, and then Icardi was there on the other end. There's going to be problem with him because last season why he was able to score that 7 goals was because Icardi were left and he was the point man. But now they want to pair two of them. There's going to be a problem. Icardi will not see ball and pass to him. I don't know if I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
rubbish,
you're
but
making sense. You're making sense. I see any
it's
comment
going
about
to
that
be
before.
hard for him to
I,
score
I
that
really
kind
have
of
recovered it.
numbers of goals. It's going
No,
to
I
be
Do you think
mean,
hard.
that
He
what
just
is going to be a
follow.
flop season for Victor?
anything less than what he did last year would be not as exciting.
Yeah,
Because
it's a flop.
last year he gave us fantastic returns.
Yeah,
So that's the
yeah,
reason why people were still excited, even though it was in Turkey. But it wasn't exciting enough to get him a Ballon d'Or nomination. But it was still
yeah.
exciting. If he does anything less than what he did last year, everybody will look at it that okay, so even in Turkey, you cannot be consistent for 2 seasons. Because again, with all due respect to Victor Osimhen has never given us back-to-back amazing seasons. He will have one
hmm
amazing season, then he will dip the next year. He will have another good
Maybe,
season, then he
yeah.
will dip the next year. He had a fantastic season last year. So if he cannot give us the same thing, people are going to say, is this a top striker? Because we know that the strikers that he wants to earn, like the strikers that people want to compare him to, with all
The
due
score
respect, they
season in,
score
season out.
every year. Mohamed Salah, you know that every single year you are going to get what 30
25
something goals
goals.
from him.
And
It's
I
Haaland
think
every single year is going to score. Harry Kane every single year is going to score. Those are people that earn the kind of money that Victor Osimhen is earning. So he needs to be consistent like that. 40 goals, give us.
let's be honest with ourselves. Maybe very few people on this live will not be Nigerians. I think African best to Osimhen did him more harm than good because he I mean, thank God I'm not eating from Osimhen, but I'll just say why I feel because I feel like it was too early for him to I don't know how to put it out. I don't want to put it in a rude way, but I think it did him more harm than good because normally, right now, but now, it should just be like, say, this year, it should be on that, that
Yeah, yeah,
ego level is on for the past 2 years now. And
yeah,
he's been on that crap for, yeah,
yeah.
waiting for one idiot in
Yeah.
America to post him on his page. And then it feels like,
So
he's already there.
no, these are part of we've talked about
Baba,
see,
all those people, all those all those people, no get level for football. If they post you or not, they no
no,
get level for world of football.
no. Even very that man
Boy,
get.
uh,
I'm just trying to make it.
Audience is audience. That's all there
Audience
is
is
to
see, no matter see, Victor Osimhen appeals to the local fans very well. I have to be honest with you. It's more popular than any Nigerian player locally.
by
It's
far.
more popular. In fact, I think it's more popular than Ahmed Musa.
okay, let me tell you this. Let me
Yes.
tell you this. No, don't say that. If you go to North,
No,
I've get
Ahmed Musa is
to
very popular.
realize in North, what we think in South is different from North. Oh.
Yeah, that is it now. Musa is got caught following in Kano.
Let me tell you this.
Musa is the king of the north.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
know when Mikel was in Chelsea, when he was proper, especially when Chelsea won Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
Mikel he was in this level of Osimhen. So now, let's say when he comes back home for holiday, he hangs out with maybe Tunde Ednot, he hangs out with this, he will be
But that's a phrase.
like this. But he didn't give them face. He just let that fame just stay there and just be looking at me
Even
up
P
there.
Square itself. P
Just
Square was important.
look at me up there, and then I'll come. MTN will bring me to Nigeria, give me 500 million. You can see me on TV. I'll wave at you guys. That's okay for familiarity. I can't be doing, bro. If I'm in these guys, it's not pride though, but I mean, no, now
See,
all
it's
this
see, it's a very tricky thing.
branding
Sorry, guys. So
is
those
is
waiting,
a
I'm
big
giving you
deal.
10 seconds
Well,
now. I
it's a
continue.
very
Okay,
tricky thing because there's power and scarcity, but at the same time, if you keep on delivering, then availability does not necessarily hurt you. The issue is that again, the biggest issue is that Osimhen is not in a big club. Because let's be realistic, if Osimhen was scoring all these goals for Real Madrid or for Barcelona or for Manchester United or even Chelsea or even Arsenal, you know, regardless of who he's hanging out with, all those things will not matter because he's delivering at the highest level.
yeah,
But when you're doing all those things, but you're not playing for a top team in the world, people are not necessarily going to look at it the same way. It's the
Mm.
same thing that is not the same thing, but it's very similar to the whole Boniface. When Boniface was scoring goals, nobody cared that he was a clown. Once he stopped scoring and he was not performing for Nigeria, all of a sudden, see people in the comments are saying he does not even want to play football again, as if we told them that. So it's just your off the field has to match your on the field. And right now, it's not quite matching for a lot of people, not even just to
Yeah.
see me or
let me
Boniface.
let people come in.
Okay. All right. So, all right. See,
Uh,
All
thank
right.
you for Ice for joining. I've wrapped it up now. So, thank you guys. Thank you for actually finding time. So, okay, Laddie, don't go. Let me just try and move. Okay, thank you. Where is Laddie? Laddie, don't angle. So, Patrick, sorry for taking your time. Let me just bring everybody up once so that we can wrap it up. So, Zaki Patrick, your thoughts quickly. I go to Umberry. So I just that
which topic now? Yeah.
no, I've explained everything. I've explained. Well, you're not listening to us there. Uh, I've discussed I started from under 17. I went to Chan. I went to under 20. I discussed Victor Osimhen. I discussed the $100,000 that were not paid. I discussed there's no talent in Africa, in Nigeria, like that any longer. I also talked about the countdown to the World Cup qualifier. So I talked about a lot of things. But if you are not ready yet, let me
Okay,
just
no problem. So let me start from the Chan. I think the Chan, just as you said, just as we said the last time, Eric Chell shouldn't have handled that team, and I'm not using it because the quality of our league is low. I remember that Amunike was an assistant to Manuel Galba. They won the under 17. Then in 2015, he took over that under 17 in Chile. and won that under 17. He was even the people that discovered Osimhen, Chukwueze, them. The same Amunike qualified Tanzania for their AFCON after several years. But Amunike was given the coach of Heartland. He led them to relegation. So how do you explain that somebody that have won the under 17 2 times and then qualified Tanzania for AFCON after a long time we be given a team in Nigeria and the team will go on relegation? So that we see, this is a testimony to the quality of our league. So it's not only, even if you bring Pep Guardiola or even Klopp or even Arteta, this same problem will not be. We still be the same because the talents are not there. I don't know what has caused the talents to dry up. So then, in terms of Osimhen, I just as I said the last time, I'm not. I don't really.
Before you go to Victor Osimhen's matter,
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You have followed Nigerian football for so many years.
Yes.
What changed? If they were playing this CHAN in 1992-91, Nigeria was performing very brilliantly. In fact, winning the CHAN, I know that very well.
Yes.
But what changed?
I think what from in the 80s, 90s, then we didn't have that idea of people leaving the league, because then it's not when you move to Europe, you can't even get a chair because not more than 4 foreigners. So before you can even displace or you go and get a shirt, it will be difficult. So most cases, people don't have that opportunity apart from maybe cashing them and all the guys that went to Belgium because many people couldn't also break into the Premier League because the Premier League was also difficult to break in. So most of our players go to Belgium, maybe to Israel, maybe France.
They go to Belgium, Greece.
Greece. Yeah, so many of them were not, because it's opportunity and, the opportunity then were not in the Premier League then, but at least some of them that even went to that version tried. I remember Keshi led Anderlecht to the finals of the Cup Winners' Cup. They lost to Sampdoria. Then 1989 or 1990, and during their course, they stopped Barcelona in the round of 16 or quarterfinal. In the Anderlecht stopped them. So this was what they had. They didn't have that opportunity. I remember even the Premier League then we had Tunji Banjo, John Chidozie in the 80s. Then maybe 90s we have Ruben and all of them. So we didn't have those guys were actually born there anyway because it's not and F&A Koku who was also born there. So we didn't have people because you can't get work permit. That one is clear. If you go there, you can't get work permit. Even now, it's easier, but it's still difficult because you put this that you must play 75%.
Yeah. Okay. We know that Japa is the major issue why I think like this.
Yeah,
so
that's because people
I want to
say, okay.
Move on to Victor Osimhen's matter. I just one question, about you mentioned about the Goku. I want to ask him a question about the Goku, but you can still answer that question too. But I want you to talk about just before I ask just a question about the Goku. What is talking about Victor Osimhen's matter? I want to talk about Victor Osimhen.
Okay. For the Victor Osimhen matter, in this case, you need to strike a balance. And that striking of a balance is not taking a wage cut. I remember that Chelsea, was chasing him even up the deadline day, the last transfer window, but he didn't accept it because what they were offering was far below, so he didn't want to take a pay cut, even though it's Premiership, and also it was Chelsea. I know Chelsea was chasing, Al Hilal was also chasing. So I think Galatasaray, I don't see Galatasaray as a very poor option, because Leroy Sané moved from Bayern. He was one of the top players in Bayern. He moved from Bayern to that same.
Leroy Sané will play for Germany again?
You say what?
Do you think Leroy Sané will play for Germany?
Yeah, it's possible. He will still play for Germany. He's one of the top guys that this is the German coach, because he handled him when he was in Bayern before they sacked him and blocked him, Thomas Tuchel in Bayern. He went for is it Ice Ride or something like that, and he was sacked, which was one of the shocker. I don't know why they sacked him and brought in Thomas Tuchel, and then they sacked Thomas Tuchel again. So after winning Bundesliga, so he will still get a German national team. That was what people were saying about this English guy that went to Saudi. What is his name? This black guy.
Anderson.
That went to Tony Avantoni, yeah.
Oh, Avantoni.
So, under Thomas Tuchel, you still invited in the English team. So that he's playing in Saudi, it doesn't mean, after all, the same Al Hilal Saudi knocked out Man City in the World Club score. 4 goals against Man City. So which does not. I'm not saying that Saudi league is there yet, but you cannot underrate them. If they can knock Man City, it's almost semi-final. Okay.
Let me just move on, because I don't want us to spend longer time here. Let me just go. I'll come back to you, Mr. Patrick. Let me just go to Edosun. Ask you some few questions. I've been listening for a long time, but this one is not part of what we discussed. But I thought about it. You mentioned Evan Ikuku. Evan Ikuku was born in England to play for Nigeria. In one of his podcasts, he said that anytime he comes to Nigeria to play, Amokachi might give him attitude. Amokachi seems like that they won't call me to take his place, like he gives him attitude. But we know that Evan Ikoku career as a Super Eagles player wasn't that successful. You know that.
Yes.
I know that we had
the cell phone was not because
I'm coming. Let me ask a question. So I just there have been issues about some players that are national team players or not the national team player. I don't think you will know that in the build up to the Olympic Games, 96, there was a rumor that one guy was first choice goalkeeper. Yes. But somebody displaced that first choice because the first choice they used shots to the body. So, and we also heard about the issue of Solomon Okoronko. I would say that one, that being the first choice striker going to under 20 World Cup in 2005.
Yes.
But because a certain player in the midfield and also his roommate, the striker, the roommates will pass the ball more to that striker, to that his friend, than the other guy. So as tournament started, they displaced Bronco and that other player, which is very good friend of this show, I've met him before. That's what I'm talking about, isn't it? The two of them. I don't know. Do you think that's crazy? Major issue why some players don't succeed in Super Eagles? I don't know. Just quickly.
Thank you very much. It's also a factor, especially the road to 94. Mm-hmm. But during 94, players were coming and going. We had over 60, 50, 70 players, over 60 players that played that qualifier. A whole lot of them. Remember, Owubokiri played before Amokachi. Mm-hmm. A lot of them. Remember, Siasia was one that was bearing Yekini until that selfish ball.
Yeah, but
And
that one understandable now. Say it could be okay. That's a good
yeah,
point.
now I'm saying on that game, I had a feeling that I had something then that even Kasim to me, Ayla told me that bro, there is Caucus national team. There is Caucus national team. He said it got to a time, they didn't want to be passing to Martins. But Martins, being a Lagos boy now, scattered everything. He scattered everything that but now everything was, and it was there. Ayla was there. Makiwa complained about it. I don't know if it happens in other parts or in other crime. When I was playing football, we used to do it too.
Okay, yeah.
Because we had our friends, when they brought one goalkeeper, bro, I was paying blocking for like a defensive midfield. My guy was also thinking, because they benched our goalkeeper, our own friend, I'm playing with the coach, he brought another goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Bro, in a match, the guy considered 6. Then we're young, we thought we're just protecting our friend. We opened and the guy considered 6. So people do that. But is it healthy? No, it's not healthy.
It's not healthy,
Because
yeah.
it's detrimental to the success of the team.
But people
And,
still do it.
and it's even harmful to the player. But when we played Gold Cup, was it Gold Cup or Riyadh or the Kifat Cup?
Kifat Cup, yeah.
Yeah. This Evareko could had his chance. Yeki was not in that team. He was the strength of that team. He had the chance, to show himself. I wouldn't know, maybe, not like
at that point in time, let's be honest, it wasn't at the peak of his powers again.
Now, I know, I'm not saying, let's be honest, not that he played badly. He didn't play badly, but we expected him to score goals. But he couldn't. That in the absence of Yekini, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't.
Yeah.
But back then, I won't lie to you. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wasn't. But then, it's like Patrick, you and I know that then Amokashi was his thoughts of Nigerian players. Like Nigerian fans ahead of Evan Koku.
Yeah.
Then after Yekini, we go for Amokachi.
Yeah.
Because he was the traditional Nigerian player.
Yeah.
So we're not in the camp.
Yeah.
Evan Koku knew what he saw.
He said on the podcast that anytime he's invited, he makes certain reception from Amokachi that things like that. It can happen. It can happen. I won't lie to you.
Yes, it can happen.
Up till now, some players still feel threatened when they invite certain players to camp.
Yes.
Well, you are bringing this one to camp, and So, but I'm coming to your idea soon. Let me just go to Ombury because he's going to give his thought very quickly so that we can wrap it up very quickly. So, Ombury, your thoughts about what we talked about today, quickly. I'm going to.
Yes, I greet everybody.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Let me start with the league. I think the best thing is just to close the league. Just close it. Close Yenimba, close Abiawa, close everywhere. If I have the number of the Romo Star owner, I will tell him you're wasting your money. Take that money. Just take the money, go to Tanzania, make the money. You're just wasting your money on trying to make Nigeria to be a better place because that country, they don't care. Yes, they don't care. They only care what they would benefit, not what can be produced. Yeah, that is the only thing. Concern about the players. Any agents selling Nigeria local players to abroad. Well, you just want to make the money. You are not trying to help the player. Because the player is of number one. He's supposed to no tactics and formation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why in fact, if Coach Chile comes back, he will regret taking this player. He will regret it because when they were telling him, "Don't coach, do not."
Sorry, oh wait. Somebody asked you a question. I might not put it here because it didn't come
Yeah,
to
what
my
did they say?
that people are feeding from it.
Yeah,
Why they
if
cancel?
they're feeding for it from it because they are hungry. They don't want to help.
Mm-hmm.
They are hungry. That is what they are feeding from it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care
Mm-hmm.
whether they do it. They don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
If they are feeding from it, they don't care. They
Mm-hmm.
just want to let it just be. Let us just use it.
Mm-hmm.
All their hope is so far as that national team will have people that will represent us, but this one they don't care about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Then
So, Humberi, before you move on, apart
yes,
from canceling the league, is there any solution that you can see that
Yes.
is
Yes.
possible
there is
than
no
canceling
okay.
the league? Because
Okay.
when you cancel the league, Humberi,
For me,
people that normally go with
mm,
officials of the club that go
uh,
for a away game,
uh,
they will go on Friday night somewhere,
mhm,
they go and play game the next day.
mhm,
See, some people budget like 40 million
mhm,
for it's just a single away trip and things like that. Some people
mhm,
make money from
mhm,
all these things. Do you
mhm.
think, most of them be out of job? So what do
Okay.
you think?
Now,
I think that
thank
still pay
you.
1 million
In order,
salary, 400,000 salary.
in, in order to, in order to make it standard, let there be discipline. What are the disciplines? Let there be rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
First, let each team, each club be sincere. If you're picking a player,
Mm-hmm.
be organized. Be organized.
Oh, boy, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You say that's be sincere because me, I like to be practical.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about me.
Mm-hmm.
When you say being sincere,
Mm-hmm.
in which country?
And
See, let me just give an example.
therefore,
Let me,
close
let,
the
me, let me
league.
let me give an example.
You can't
Okay.
close the league.
Somebody did what nobody can. Well, but I can never imagine anybody doing that in my life. I just will do that thing. Somebody did it. I've never seen that in my life before.
What is it?
And that person is trying to be ambassador of that same
Ambassador.
that bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
See, unwary.
Mm-hmm.
A club in the southeast,
Mm-hmm.
they are on relegation now. In their payroll,
Mm-hmm.
their family members of some government officials there
Mm-hmm.
getting paid. Are you getting me? Getting paid. And they are non-playing players. Some of them have not even they don't even know how to wear boots. They don't know wear belly face. But
Smith.
they are getting
Mm.
paid.
Smith. Okay. Now, close the league. That is the best thing. Now, let me tell you one thing.
It can happen.
Wait, now, let me tell you, it's not all about to keep it. If you are keeping it, it's not producing something. Where our players, apart from Chukwueze, Osimhen, all this, where are they going? It's not producing anything. When Christ went and saw the fig tree, it's not producing. What did it? It caused the fig tree. Close the league. What are they producing?
So, worry.
Are
Why
you
do you
getting me?
not think
Now,
that government they should ban all government clubs?
see,
The ones I want to.
see, everything. Let me be honest with you, Smith. Let's call a spade a spade. What is happening? Let's be honest. Okay, Remo Star, how many of their players are in Chan? What are they
But
doing there?
nine.
What are they doing? I'm coming an example. They will go for the Remo Star will go for the
Champions League.
champion. Abia Warrior will go. Kwara will go. And definitely sure they are not going to survive. They will come back.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order to solve this problem, is that you have to gel so many people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to gel so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was discussing with some of my friends. I said, if you want kidnapping I'm just bringing politics right here to stop in Nigeria. Just kidnap 5 top politicians. Nigeria will wake up. No top politician have been killed. If they kidnap, maybe the president, the Senate president, I'm telling you, that will solve the problem. Now, nobody going to jail. Nobody doing this. I'm just giving, I'm just giving an example. Now, if you say, okay, let's run the leagues, no problem, but let us not complain anymore. Why are we complaining? The best thing, shut it down. You know what? It's okay. If somebody can use family member, put there. Kanwa is doing buying and selling in nowhere and doing this. Nobody is questioning him. This one is doing this one is doing that. Nothing is not working. Nobody is interested anymore. People are not going to watch it. If they are playing Chelsea against Man United, Chelsea is playing, and the Rangers and the Heartland is playing, and you tell me I will go and watch Rangers and Heartland, am I crazy?
Mm-hmm.
What happy? Will I be happy if I'm watching it? Whereas you see your coaches, electrical.
Don't worry. Let's move on from this. I just think that the best thing we can do is that government should remove their hand from football.
Smith, okay. Let me give you an example. If government remove their hand from football, it would be nice. But that's another thing altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Let there be discipline. If you're a coach, you want to coach any club in Nigeria, you have to have FIFA license or you have to have a CAF license. What license does he have? He's a coach. How many of the coaches have the license? These are the things we have to use as a common sense.
Of your former president and the current one.
Exactly. Nobody's certified. Let's be honest to ourselves. It's not let us run the league. This one is this. Finidi. I was expecting him. You finish from which club?
Let him just finish quickly.
Stay there, work on yourself. Coming back to the league. Look at where Munike is now. Doing what?
At his Super Eagles job, he don't really get Atlant. So you've talked about the league now, but I didn't agree about this bad league. I just think that they should make the league. How will I put it? They should make the league competitive. They should remove government wahala from that league. And that's number is this. There should be one good team on that league. A team that is ready to invest. Let me tell you something. Remo is not ready to invest. Remo, no. We should have somebody that can have that boldness to buy players from countries in Africa and dominate them.
Smith, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. You continue. Okay.
Let me just finish thoughts. See, the issue is this. If you have a clearly best team in the league, better than anybody else, others will wake up to meet up. I remember when Enyimba was so good. When Enyimba was so good, Enyimba became like an example for every club. So 2 seasons after, Rangers woke up. Just woke up. Dolphin woke up. I know they've changed them from Eagle Cement. I think they used to be Eagle Cement before.
Eagle Cement, yes.
They used to be Eagle Cement before. They woke up. Yes, they woke up. So, and you see clubs waking up directly. So I just think that if there's a clear, better club ahead of them, the standard, we can bear the standard. That is my take. This nowadays we cannot bear the standard because the striker that Ismail Sadiq is marking in training is their mark. Is that boy? Jamal, the breed is not good. The other one is not good too. How will you know? So the issue is that there is no difference in quality. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead,
Can you differentiate between academic player and NPFL? No. Can you differentiate between
let me ask you this question so that we can.
There's audio coming from your end. When is your time? You can mute yourself, Patrick. When it's the time, I will ask you a question now. You will mute yourself. Just somebody round up quickly so I can.
Okay. Now, yeah, Smith. Yeah, I have think about this things, right? Who are among our politicians or our rich men who are interested in investing in sports?
They are not sport lovers.
I'm coming now. I'm coming. The person that would have done it very good is Obafemi Martins. He saw it. He said, "Hell no. I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming." The only person that is surviving is the Remo star. He have the passion. No rich man will invest in Nigerian football and gain it. Mark my word. Now, instead, some of them will take it and go to another place because what would they benefit? What would they gain anything? They will spoil it. They will spoil it.
And
yes.
Sorry, to back you up, there was a sponsorship deal that came then. I don't know how many years ago was that. The guy that was discussing with them said that okay, they asked the guy to bring. He said he should pay half of the money to a private account. Can you see? The guy left together.
Okay. Yeah. You're going again. Smith, we can't hear you again.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can hear you.
Now look at this again. If I am back, boom. Where is if I am back now? All this thing is this. There is not, even if you say the vice governor, the deputy governor of Edo State to invest 1-2 years, he said, hell no. I listened to the owner of Simba. He said, I lost $20 million before Simba started. I listened to his podcast. I listened to the interview. He said, I lost $20 million. Who is ready to lose in Nigeria $20 million before he get? All Jesus Okalu that used it is because he was a governor. It's now dawned on me that it was a strategy. He uses to do money, do this, do this. Yeah. When he finished, what is again? Where's the number now?
Yeah. So, buddy, well, I have to take the mic off you now, but I want to ask you a question because this question is from Mr. Mike, contributor here, fantastic, football fan, very intelligent. He said that I Smith, unfortunately, I'm a night shift now, so I can't call him. He said, all I want to say is that money needs to be pumped into the league so that we can retain our best and take on the best in Africa. So, Umberi, this question is two parts.
Okay.
Money
Can I say,
okay. I'm coming now. Moment to be pumped to the league. Now, Umberi, if you are a player playing for, there was a player called Lukosa. I think the player was paid 900,000 naira. It was Sporting Lagos. So, Umberi, if you are on a salary of what? Of 900,000 naira, in Lagos, can you leave the league?
Okay. In fact, let me be honest with you.
Thank you for that question. Yeah.
It's a very nice question. I will not, but will they pay the money? Attention. If they pump the money, they will share the money. Once the money is being pumped, they will share it. Now, everybody dragging Rashidat Ajibade. Have they paid $100,000? Nigeria, there's so many factors to say close the league. If you want the league to do, and just some people, everybody will wake up. Just some people, everybody will wake up.
Thank you, Umberi, for that. This because of time. I'll go back to you quickly, but I still have like okay. I just want your thought before I go to the battery.
Thank you very much.
Your mic is bad.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Smith.
Yeah.
The same league that we used to watch, the same league that back then stores, we used to buy players from Ghana, like Steve Boshwe and Co. The shooting stars used to have players from Ghana, from Benin. We used to have that. That's why I agree with you that we can buy players from Africa. I can tell you, I follow Simba. Most of the players in Simba are foreigners from other African countries, especially from Congo. They buy players from our region. the best from the region, Zambia, Congo, and those places, and also Cameroon. The same thing with the best club in Tanzania, Yanga. The highest paid player back then just moved to another club now. This Aziski of Burkina Faso from Yanga. See, Smith, no country except there is war. There's no country where they will shut down the league. They can't close the league. You have to restructure the league. In the past, we had government-owned club, but they were being managed by football administrators. Mr. Kinsipati can bear witness. Plateau United then, there was managers, was being run by, and now there's just like tribal, was being run by Olaiwola Olabemiro and Obomoshoman. Now, then the person in charge of Mighty Jet was Olaiwola Olabemiro and Obomoshoman. Hence, I said we should restructure the league. Even, you know, you and I know that in Nigeria, some people, there are some things that can have function on their own. If you are going to have the government backing or government infuse money in it, but it should be run by football administrators, not that the governor will say, this person voted for us, or you go and manage our team. And mind you, it should not be made like I'm saying it. Can you be the chairman of EIBA? To me, it's just political. It's just for the optics. They can't ever serve EIBA. Can't play for one. Can't play for one. Why did he become the president chairman of one? Does can't know anything about football? Does he have interest in football administration? No. See, what I'm trying to say is that we should restructure the league. We should restructure the league. That's what I'm saying. I didn't play about then. There was any 300K in the league and didn't leave.
Let me tell you something there. I also, people think I'm anti-league. I don't like the league. I'm anti-Nigerian coach. I'll say, well, I go to Mr. Patrick. See, there was a player, they call that player Mangot Umbawas.
I know what Mangot Umbawas.
He's now a coach now of the United. Mangot Umbawas. Enyiba bought Mangot Umbawas from Colombia. Enyiba was paying Mangot Umbawas 90,000 naira. It was a big money there.
Yes.
So, see, Mangot Umbawas will come to Enyiba training camp with jeep. So they can afford to do all those things.
Yes.
But unfortunately, things have changed. So, Mr. Patrick, let me just what's the solution quickly?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
We had the foreign import. I remember Atom Moses. Was it the stores? He's from Ghana.
Stores. Let's for stores. Yeah.
We had Jotens Frepong from Ghana. We have Muri Ogumbi from Benin Republic, Jonas Oketola from Benin Republic. And then we have foreign coaches, Maurice Coleman from Jasper United, and
he coached Ocean Boys as well.
Yes, Ocean Boys. Then Rangers Head have Janice Kowalik, coach them briefly. So we had some foreign coaches. We have some foreign import. Then even Leventis United then had Edward Ansah from Ghana. So we had some foreign imports in the league there. But now I don't know whether because of the economy, these players, people are ready to go to Moldova, go to Faroe Island, go to just to leave Nigerian shores, for greener pastures, which has caused the league to go down. So if the owners can also improve the incentives. They can attract all these foreign imports that was playing, because I remember Edward Ansah was Ghana #1, but he was playing in Nigeria. Murio Gimbi was a regular with Benin Republic, and he's also a regular with Enyimba, even Jotes Frepong. Then, so if we can also attract all those foreign players, and the league will be, players can come back and then improve the league, instead of because the league is so bad that even good coaches come to the league, they will just look like they are not even good again, because of the way the league, the quality of the players that manage. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. I also hope that they can listen to you. I think that private sectors, need to come and take over the league. For example, we used to have First Bank before. We used to have NPA.
First Bank, Nigerian Bank. All those, even Leventis was owned by
we used to have there's one called Niger Doc.
Yeah, Niger Doc. Had the Smith.
We used to have NPA of Warri. NPA of Warri. We used to have Mighty Jets, of course. We have like
by NASCO in NOS.
There's Baja there. They buy big players,
big boys.
Yes, and they big boys there. So we used to have this player, but Octaisi Okomu oil too, Okomu oil. And that one is yes. I think Okomu is in Benin. So we have those things. I just hope that Righteous Beast of Kaduna, thank you. Righteous Beast of Kaduna. Those ones probably promote young players. Righteous
Beast of Kaduna. We are the Defense Industry Corporation.
Yes. Even there is this what Kanu was before he joined the Work. Is it Works Corporation? It's a small company in the world there called Works.
Yes.
So it was a small club, but that was where they signed Kanu from. Kanu and Nigerian player. Then, 1989 or 1990 or so. So it's just for us to get it right back.
Yes.
Only is the one that's I really know that is pretty private. Van Dresser used to be private.
He has not actually had some foreign import. He's just getting players here and there, and which is, because those foreign imports sometimes bring the best in Nigerian players. That's what I have one or two things to offer. Or like those, now that, what people are, sometimes you wonder, where has the talent gone?
Yes.
Even all these Osimhen, them, I think they came from academy. They didn't.
It's not the league. So I hope that it was well. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, for your time. I normally say that I want to look for a way to engage you one of these days and dive into the past, because anytime I have conversations with you like this, we might go off topic, because I like to ask you questions of the past. Maybe I don't know if you're on Facebook. I can contact just one Thursday, dive in about well, we will see how it goes. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So that's Mr. Patrick. I enjoy Mr. Patrick. So I have Moses Miles. Is he a musician? So thank you for your time. So
Yeah.
If your camera is on, Charles, I'll bring you on. But Charles, your camera is not on. That's why I'm not bringing you on yet. So you have been here once.
Yeah, I'm always here.
Okay,
Just that I'm on a different account.
Okay. All right.
See, so my contribution is to our Nigeria league. You see, so like we can talk, but when there's no action, nothing will be done. All right. Currently, I'm trying to even make effort, because right now I'm trying to write to the NFF to see if it's possible, if they can buy the management rights of our league. if it's possible. I don't know. I want to write to them. So hopefully maybe I'll get a response or a good response. If they give me a good response that okay, it is possible, I want to find out okay, what is the cost, what is the procedure. Then probably I will work and find some complaints. At least let us even get the answer if it's possible to buy the management right, so that NFF will just be, they'll just be like how will I put it? They'll just be like the backbone.
The
you know
backbone, yes.
the independent managers company will be managing the league, then giving them the feedback, so that all the management, all the process, everything will be with the independent management company.
Management,
Because
yeah.
if you leave all these things to the NFF, if you look at the Premier League,
But
the FA.
they have a different board. They have the NPFL board headed by Lebeleye. Is the
I
one.
know, of course. That's what I'm even because even the man's tenure is going to end by next year, 2026. I think probably around November. So I want to, but the NFF has the right say. So I'm trying to see if I should write to both of them, but then probably I'll write to the NFF and let me get their response. So now that is number one. If we can get an independent management company to manage the league, that is a very good start point. Then now when when the management company resume, then some of the things to me, one of the things I believe they should do is to first suspend all government-owned club and place them, if possible. They can let them find a private investors to buy those clubs, because those government-owned club will not. In fact, the government, I'm sorry to say, they're just using them for political
Political
stunts,
Let me
motives.
ask
You understand?
Moses, let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Just one example. Do you think that
Okay.
anybody can set 3SC?
I know it is very, very hard. But even though they don't sell it, they can find a football administrator to manage it. You understand? It's not. I understand that like 3S is a very old club and a very strong club. All right, but the management is just like a Imba. Look at all the shenanigans going on in Imba. It's not just right for our league. That's why we can't produce quality players. All right. So then number three, I think we should seek for funding from the government. When we are doing the right talking with the government, at least our female national team now, they won this thing. Government gave them, at least if you calculate all the money they give them, is above almost, if not close to 2 billion or 1.5 billion. You understand when you calculate it? So if government can even support, take 2 billion, it will go a long way. South African teams, they give them their FA gives each club, I think about is it 2 point something million rands. And when I calculated it's a lot of money. Monthly they give them, that's what they give them monthly. It's a lot of money. I think when I calculate it's about almost close to 200 million naira there, about monthly, or 1 and something million naira monthly. How do you think a club will not do well? All right. Then number four, draw a good plan. Draw a good plan. See, the way our league is going, we don't even know where we are going. We're just doing anyhow. We have to draw a good plan. This is what the league wants to. This is what the league wants to stand for. This is where we are headed. This is a good plan.
Let him finish. Chad, I'm coming to you now. I want to ask you this last question. What about the problem of infrastructure? Because you have mentioned
yes.
Because
I'm going to.
Where do you stay? Where do you live?
Yes, I'm going to address that. See,
sorry, where do you live?
I live in Lagos.
Lagos does not have any stadium approved by CAF.
See, that is what one of the things that I'm going to talk. See, if it is only just 7, 10 or 10 clubs that are ready to do the to fix their facilities to play in the league. Let us have it. If it's just only 10 clubs, there are some leagues that they don't have none more than 10 or 15, and they are doing well.
Sudan,
you understand?
10.
So that is what I'm saying, that we should have a good plan. And out of the plan is we should have requirements that, okay, as a club that you want to play in our first tier league, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Give them timeline. Give them timeline. Okay, maybe starting from this so season. As a club, you have to have this. You have to have this. You have to have this. If you don't, in fact, that will be the requirement to shortlist the clubs. You understand? A club has to have a pitch. It has to have a pitch. There are some. I was searching the internet. I saw some clubs in Norway, Czech Republic. They built their pitch. They are maybe 2,000, 3,000 capacity. Even in Tanzania, 2,000, 3,000 capacity stadium. You understand? Some 1,500. It's not bad. Sometimes I look at what's it called? Kano pillars, or they look at their stadium, look at the kind of grass this they are using. You know, at least FIFA approved hybrid grass. You understand? But I understand that majority of all these our clubs cannot maintain natural grass, but at least go for hybrid. FIFA approved hybrid. All these things are not too really expensive as we thought. I was checking all the prices online. They are not too expensive. You understand? Then all the clubs must have an academy, at least starting from under 8, because that is where we are lacking. If majority of all these clubs don't have good academy, if you have good academy, if you have academy starting from under 8, that's we're able to groom players. All right. Then at least all the coaches must have at least CAF, maybe CAF C.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? At least if you don't, as a coach, if you don't have at least CAF C certification, you cannot coach. You understand? There must be requirements. So when we do all these things, when we set out our requirement, okay, this is our requirement to play in the first league. Teams will because everybody, it's just like people are just doing, club are just doing anyhow. They don't. So we have to see, if we want to drag investors, they must see the seriousness in us. You understand?
Let me just answer some questions that you have raised. You've mentioned about academy. The NFF made it compulsory for some clubs to actually have academy and a female team.
Okay.
Anybody went to go and pick boys on the street? They lost 7-0 to 3SC. They went to go and pick boys on the street. See, Nigeria, there is always a way out.
I understand. I know.
There's always a way out.
I know.
I saw the captain of Gombe, of Yobe Delta Stars, my brother. The guy is older than you, the academy. So in all, Ghana, what they are doing is that in Ghana, all these boys, they are doing MRI for them early. See,
and we don't have data. That's another problem. Now, okay, now, sorry, we are they are saying our players does not understand statistics. They can. How would they understand statistics? Okay, now, how does it? Okay, now a club, they want to play an opponent. For example, let me do this. For example, a 3SC want to play Kano Pillars. Now, to what I understand, majority of coaches will go and look at maybe Kano Pillars recent matches of their previous matches. They go and look at their clips. To, at least to do some. We don't have it. Our is our league. Even some club, they have normal things that okay, which you should have just your normal media team. They don't have it. All these things are wrong. It doesn't. All these things are not. I don't know. It's not your case. They are not too expensive.
Because how many people even give birth in hospital? How many give that in mission? We give birth at home. Mission, all this mission, and they just go to one person and go and give birth there.
Yeah.
So How many people have birth certificates? When they register their birth certificates, is it registered to our own database? Because it's a lot of things actually was involved. That's the reason why I just hope that football will not be a thing of the past. You mentioned something about infrastructure. I don't know how we are doing it, but in a country like as big as Nigeria, CAF release stadium, only Uyo can host CAF grade A games,
which is very bad.
Which is very bad. This guy Umeyi, the current minister of works now, say he wanted to build Olympic stadium in Ebonyi State. It was a failed project. If you go there now, it's like a secondary school pitch. Adamawa hosted Ibrahim Gusso last year. Say he wants to build infrastructure, build this thing. It was a total scam, total sham. Go and check the Simba Stadium now. It was sham. Osun State, maybe probably the same thing. Bayelsa, go and check Ogbe Stadium. Nonsense.
Sorry to cut you short. Have you seen the stadium? This I think 60,000, 65,000 capacity stadium that Morocco is building ahead of.
Yeah. See, oh my God!
They are building that stadium. I think the cost is probably around maybe 80 to 90.
$200 million.
No. There is one. They are building many stadiums. There's one they are building like it's not even up to $100 million, 60,000 capacity. Now, Ujo Stadium, how much did they build that stadium for? It was built for 90, and that is, imagine that we are not even talking of the with inflation and everything of the recent this. Now, Moko is building less than 100 million. They are building almost 60,000 capacity or 60,000 capacity, and we build 30,000 capacity for $90 million. So many craziness in this country.
I saw stadium that Shad over there. Their stadium. I don't know, maybe I've seen a stadium before. Shad.
No.
It's like Amaro Stadium in Kigali.
Really?
Yes. Chad Stadium. Chad. Yes.
Chad. Oh my God.
The corruption in this country is too much. That is why the corruption is from the government now is extended to our football and is swiftly killing our football. And that is what they used to say that talk is cheap. If we just keep on looking, we will talk and talk. Me, that's why I'm trying to contribute my own quota. You understand? So by next week, I should send out the letter and see what it was. I will even give you feedback. Whatever would be the process. So let us just at least maybe. I believe.
Anything visible. But people are saying that you should go and buy club. See, it's not as if I can buy club. I don't have money to train into the nation. Because if I do my own thing, I just realized that it's not actually worth it.
Working.
For me, even I don't know how to say player. I don't say. But what I want is that for players, see that infrastructure. Hey, if a player knows exactly when I can play on a very good pitch. For example, now
there are many. Sorry, there are many. We have rich people. There are many people that can do own clubs in this country. But when they are seeing all the general guys, okay, who wants to carry his maybe 2 billion, 5 billion naira and go and be investing all this nonsense they are doing. You understand? It's not advisable. You cannot. You understand? When the league is not structured. So to me, I believe that if we continue like this, I believe that the independent management company will be the best way forward. Because when we leave everything on the NFF, I don't know.
Thank you, Moses.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moses. Yeah, I just want to write there having up. So thank you, Moses, for your time. Hope to see you again. So guys, your thought quickly.
Smith. When Chair was appointed.
I don't want to cut 3 hours here at all.
No problem.
Yeah.
When Chair was appointed for Super Eagles manager, right? I was a little bit shocked when they appointed him for that charm team manager. Being one, breaking up the team chemistry, bringing a new philosophy and language barrier, and the person or how I put it, person that's that's like that's communicating in tactics to them in English might not even be a very someone that's very good in the English. I was a little bit worried and skeptical, but I was like, okay, no problem. Let's see how it goes. First match, they were total strangers with themselves. Second match, you can see Sudan wiped out 4-0. And I was saying that this Guso don't have any plan for our football because if you check all the appointments, he has been just been nonsense. He appointed, sorry to say nonsense. He appointed a Guavon as the interim manager. This Falcon, this Wafcon, he appointed Justin Maduga as the interim manager. So he's to tell you that he doesn't have any plan because why would you give Chell? Why would you give him that kind of pressure? We have okay. You said okay. You said fine. Morocco did that before in 2018, but Morocco were in a good World Cup standing year. We are not in a good World Cup standing year. We don't have a good league. So why would you put him under pressure? And look at how people were insulting him, calling him names. How is it his fault? The team did not score a single goal
Don't, those that are insulting him, his agenda, leave him.
because you see
Yeah,
people. You see content creators making out saying they can coach the team. They can come on, coach the team. I feel bad for him. I pray he redeem himself in this World Cup qualifiers. If he can redeem himself, forget because I felt bad for him. I looked at his picture, look at him getting he's looking malnourished. I was to say he's looking real malnourished and stressed out. I'm like, what's going on? All the swag and everything is gone. I'm like, I felt bad for him. I was like, you should stop talking to Chell like that. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
And please, I think NPFL need to do better in coaching development. I always say this: coaching, start coaching. Listen, if you come to France, Clairefontaine, the famous Clairefontaine, right? That is making all this. Yeah, even Clairefontaine created Mares, all these Mares, all of them. Go and check how their history began. They teach players how to be adaptable. They teach them how to use their weak foot. They teach them how to play in any system. They teach them tactics at a young age. And when they come up, they are so good. So why are we ignoring this little stuff? Why are we just teaching them that why can't we teach them to be adaptable? Look at our strikers. Some of them cannot play in a single man. Look at Boniface. Every time he needs a twin striker. Is that every time the coach will favor you? Sometimes you need to be adaptable. What makes a great player? What made Ronaldo great was because he was adaptable. On the left winger, he became number 9. And that's why he's one of the greatest in the world. So we need to do better. Not only teaching them that strength, teach them how to do some stuff. Look at the English boys, the English system, the English boys. Most of them are set piece specialists. Even coming to our team, who's our set piece? Is it not Lookman? Lookman's our set piece. He's always going to take a set piece for us. So why can't we do that? Why can't we employ that? Why are we always ignoring all this little stuff that makes everything? Why can't we create a holistic football system? Why do we have to ignore everything? And he's batting us in the net. Look at. I was saying that Nigeria should not lose to Sudan because the Sudanese coach is Ghanaian, and I know he's been. If you been paying attention to the World Cup qualifier of Sudan, they've been so good. They have been so good, so
Yeah.
good. I was like, gee, we should not take them lightly.
Yeah.
And look, how we
Yeah.
lost the 4-0, and I
Yeah.
was
And this was,
disappointed. I
yeah.
was very, very disappointed.
Yeah.
So about the 3-point deduction, I don't know. This stuff
Take
is
it too
tiring.
long.
I don't tire. I don't tire. This thing has been going on since like what is 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't say nobody's shaking body, nobody's doing anything. We'll be hearing speculation, 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 speculation. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we did ours a month before the World Cup draw. They deducted it. Nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew. They deducted it. So I don't know why he's starring.
Yeah.
It's taking
Yeah.
this long. Taking this long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, also for
Finally,
Aina,
yeah. Quickly.
yeah, Aina, there was there was an interest from Man City. I don't know if they are still interested in him.
No, they're not. They're not. It's,
He's gone.
it's, I know he's joined Nottingham Forest. He's got his D. He said his
Oh
D. So
my
I don't
god,
think.
man! I would have loved for Aina to go to Man City because that
Uh,
that right back is open, and I've been I don't think I think even Matthias Nunes that number 2,
yeah. Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Everything is for him to. Everything is starting in Nottingham Forest. So there's no the door for Man City is closed already.
Oh my god, I would love for him to go to
So
Man City
yeah.
because I'm like, God, they were so interested in
Yeah.
him. They
Yeah.
were so I don't know. But
So
listen, All I want for this team is let them win the whole match. And now, please, nobody should stress Joe out. I just pray he delivers. I know
I
he
hope
will deliver.
I pray too, honestly. Thank you, Jazz. So we're going to wrap it up now. Thank you, Jazz. Over your final thought before I think
Yes. My final thoughts is Smith.
sorry. Somebody Ade are trying to join, but I think your
Okay.
device is not really working. Ade, that's the reason why we can see you here. So continue on very quickly.
Yes. My own thing is
Sorry, AY, not AY. You're trying to join, but I think your device is not working. That's it. Continue.
I want the FIFA do something as soon as possible to know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's my own thing. And for Osimhen, I will say this: new level, new devil. And I love these challenges. And he's the person that can challenge himself.
Yeah.
Challenging himself in the sense that in the club right now,
Yeah.
there is a lot of competition in Galatasaray.
Yeah.
And I believe that he will figure things out.
Yeah.
Yes, I will continue to support him
Yeah.
because that is the only person Nigerian league. Ooh.
Yeah. We also hope that he can get his full form and be ready for the World qualifier. He only needs to play, I think, 1 or 2 games more before the start of the World qualifier. We pray that his injury also free too. So
Yes.
yeah, Umbu, I know that yeah. Thank you, Umbu, for joining.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
guys, that for today. I want to appreciate those that actually what supported the live chats. Those that sent in live chats. Michael Adelami, thank you. Ibri, thank you. Charles, thank you. Remy Ali, thank you. Connected God, thank you. Adebayo Luafemi, thank you for that chat. Let me just say this thing finally. See, guys, for Nigeria to be good, for Nigeria to be better, for our football to be good, all of us need to take responsibility. That is it. Me, you, listening, NFF, the players, we need to take responsibility, do our role very well. I think that we should be truthful in everything. Part of the problem we have is that nobody tells us the truth. Nobody says the truth. Everybody is about one agenda or the other. Nobody says the truth. And it's eating our football. See, we have journalists in Nigeria covering Super Eagles game, but how many of them tell you the truth? How many of them can report a difficult story? How many of them will see a rot somewhere and they'll come out and say it? They don't. Most of them, they have players that they are loyal to. They have players that they are loyal to. Journalists go to Super Eagles camp based on the players they know. I've seen some people say, oh, because they didn't invite this particular player, I'm not going to camp. Because at least to say they invite Amo, I foresee small money get from camp. If you are that type of person that you depend on, so let's go to camp, get money from that player, can you say any truth about that player? Can you report any truth about that player? No, you cannot do that. And these players too, they know. The moment they are giving you money, they expect you to be their slave. The moment you ask them money, they expect loyalty from you. Then you will not be able to do your work very well. The girl from Post Sports asked Boniface, Jesse, what happened when the issue happened? Christian Boniface put up the charts so they get the ask for Jesse. You think that you want to rely on these players? It's everybody. We need to what? Take responsibility. When you see something that is bad, report it and see it's bad. If it's good, let's spread the good news too. It's very important that all of us will take responsibility. Those I think journalists now, they're just people that I think they're just PR people. For example, some people now Talk about Osimhen, they will attack you. Talk about Lukman. No, not talk about Musa, they will attack you. Because they are loyal to their paymasters. I don't know how it works in Nigeria. Is it only Nigeria that journalists are poor? Because in the UK here, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Kenya, I see independent minds writing stories. But in Nigeria, is it only Nigeria that you have poor journalists? Is it only Nigeria that journalists does not pay? Is it only Nigeria? Because we don't have money, we don't have money. That is what you hear in the whole. That's what you hear from everybody. So, because this player is giving you money, you cannot write against that player. We don't want to spread our dirty clothes outside. Let us talk about them. I just think that journalists, you are very close to information. If you see the truth, you say it. That is what that is how we can actually develop. Finally, I'm hearing some people now, they are fasting and praying that Eric Shell should fail. If Eric Shell fails and we didn't go to the World Cup, you too, you will not get the right sponsorship too to go to the World Cup. You will not get, because we failed. You are praying Eric Shell should fail because you want a Guavon to come and take over. So the whole country, So guys, I just hope that this man can push it through. Difficult situation, but I hope and I wish him well. God bless you guys. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria too. But please, in everything we are doing, let us say the truth. Truth is the most important thing. Guys, I want to appreciate you again for this wonderful Friday. Thank you guys for staying for close 3 hours. And we'll see you again on Monday for Nigeria FC podcast on Monday. I'll see you next Friday for another edition of Friday Night Football Club. I'm not sure that the list will be out by next Friday. I'm not sure, but hopefully it's out. We can be able to discuss, more about it, and hopefully too, the point deduction will be out too by next Friday. We'll be able to talk more, about it. May God help Eric Shell. I wish him the very best of luck. So thank you guys for joining. So let's just take this super chat from Ushe. So Ushe, thank you. Osimhen's move is like a move from Germany to Belgium. Ushe, somebody is not here to come and tackle you. One thing that we have to know basically is that Victor Osimhen's move is on the downward trajectory. There's no hiding place about it. The previous club, Napoli, is a better club than Galatasaray. Let's put it that way. In my opinion, let's put it that way. And also too, the Serie A is also a more competitive league than the Super Liga in Turkey. So we have to put it that way. I think a lot of people agree with Ushe's opinion here. Osimhen's move is on the downward trajectory, but it's our player. It's the biggest player currently in Nigeria now. We hope that he can succeed there and at least perform very well for Nigeria. If Victor Osimhen can, one way or the other, drag Nigeria over the line and Nigeria should qualify for the World Cup, I think we'll go be saying talking about a different story next year. I wish Victor Osimhen, I'm a big fan, very best of luck. I hope he does well. So people asking me about Tosin. I wasn't able to get him. I hope that I didn't get that information, but 2 or 3 people confirmed it already that he's going to be playing for Nigeria. But will it be here next month? I don't know. Tosin does not need FIFA clearance to play for Nigeria. So if the coach wants him to come, I think the coach will bring him directly. But the issue is that the coach will not want to start Felix Agu and Tosin the same back line, in the crucial World Cup qualifier. So I think he will look for a way to adapt so that those can should adapt more with the team before he can fully integrate him to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So thank you guys for joining. We'll see you again on Monday. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys.